she has a field trip. I signed a permission slip. Well, look at her backpack. Well, look at her lunchbox. Yeah, I told you. Oh, what's a little mustard? You can still read the signature. I had breakfast. I got something on my way to work. Oatmeal. Mom, I have exactly 5 minutes to relax before starting my day, okay? Oh, you're breaking up. Bye.
I have an idea. Judge Gray?
I moved the Harris evidentiary hearing to tomorrow.
Donna's in my chambers with something on an easel.
You agreed to cover a civil case for Judge Rooney while he was out for knee surgery? Old college football injury?
Judges should not play college ball.
Well, the good news is you get to hear it on your own turf, due to lack of available space in civil court.
Wow, the litigators are slumming it. Should we have valet parking?
Judge Gray! About my idea.
Yeah, those look like blueprints.
Well, I took some engineering courses in college.
I don't hear ideas on blueprints.
I was thinking, if we had a playroom where kids could wait when they were here to testify in child molestation cases...
I'm hearing it, aren't I?
Then they wouldn't have to run into the defendant in the hall.
Donna, Judge Gray is not listening.
But also, statistics indicate that a lack of child care is one of the main reasons why parents miss their court dates.
We have trouble getting paper clips. Explain to Donna that no one's going to build us a room.
Nobody's going to build us a room.
But if a judge of your stature suggests it, well then...
This is not a hill I intend to die on. Or even start climbing.
Donna, what are you really up to?
Nothing. And if it helps children, then what's the difference?
Hello? I need someone to say all rise and the rest of it.
You're late.
Well, if you wanted me to be on time, you should have picked me up at Teen Harbor. Oh, wait. Teen Harbor got shut down thanks to your battle axe fascist aunt.
Brink, take off your jacket. If you want an apartment, you have to at least look like you're trying. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Impress the landlord by identifying yourself with a mass murderer.
For your information, Charles Hanson is a misunderstood poet and musician.
Manson, Charles Manson, and he's a psychotic misanthrope. Remove the shirt, apply the deodorant to your pits, put on this shirt, then the jacket in that order.
Put them on yourself.
Fine. Sleep on a scrap of damp cardboard in front of a doorway. Just one more bum for me to step over my way to Starbucks for a double latte.
Ah.
Kids.
This would be your room. It used to be our son's.
As you can see, you'll have your own bedroom and bath.
Young man your age needs his privacy.
There'd be no problem about redecorating.
Oh, no, it's not
It's
as if
not
there's any...
a shrine, if that's what you're thinking. You could redecorate any way you'd like.
Make it your own place, completely.
And there are several other young people in the neighborhood. Lots of sidewalks for bike riding.
Bike riding?
Eric is 16. I'm afraid his sidewalk bike riding days are over.
Well, of course they are.
Well, it's just a really great neighborhood.
And a great room.
And it's in your school district, so you wouldn't have to change.
I'm gonna go down and wait in the car.
Oh.
Let me talk to him. That was rude.
They're too old.
They're my age.
Is it all of them?
All of who?
Gay-friendly foster families. You gotta work through your whole list by now.
It's not a long list. You know, for a boy who was, for all intents and purposes, living on the street, you've gotten pretty fussy about where you lay your head at night.
We better hurry. To pick up Lauren.
Betty and Jeffrey Christopher are suing H. Marlis Incorporated, the Morley Corporation, and the Macmillan Company on behalf of their son, Jason Christopher, age 15, alleging these cigarette makers engaged in illegal advertising campaigns targeted towards children, which resulted in Jason's addiction and his subsequent smoking-related emphysema. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Pierpont, I'm surprised your employers haven't asked you to settle out of court.
Well, even better, Your Honor. We're requesting a summary judgment on the basis that Jason Christopher's emphysema was not caused by his use of tobacco.
Wow. America's waiting for that revelation, along with the identity of Nicole Simpson's real killers.
We're willing to produce our expert witness at a hearing before incurring the expense of a full-blown trial.
I'll hear that witness.
Your Honor.
Why protest, Miss Little? You'll get a preview of Mr. Pierpont's most compelling argument.
I withdraw my objection.
What's zounds mean?
It's pronounced zoons. It means God's wounds, a medieval exclamation.
Like yelling yikes. Why are you doing Shakespeare in the 3rd grade?
My teacher says we have to rewrite some stuff in our own words to show that we understand it.
Ooh, sanctioned plagiarism. How nice.
Mommy, you want to hear the play I'm writing?
Rewriting. She'll claim credit for the Constitution next.
Absolutely.
The two noble kinsmen. What's that mean?
Of the same clan.
Family.
Lauren, your background is Irish. You should know the word clan.
The Two Noble Kinsmen by Lauren Cassidy.
And William Shakespeare. You got the forks, Shrimp?
Of course, I've been saying that to you.
Lauren's gonna miss Eric when he's gone.
I know I shouldn't have brought him home, Amy, but I didn't see that I had any choice.
I like him. Lauren likes him. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay as long as you want.
I want him to stay just long enough to find a good foster situation. You think I don't know that it's bending the rules?
Mom, I'm not criticizing you.
Come on.
Dee-dee, dee-dee, dee-dee.
You can't take it personally. Getting an apartment is tough for anybody.
5th place we've been. Take a hint, man. This one's gonna say no, too.
Think positive thoughts.
I got a buddy with AIDS.
It's not exactly the type of positive I was talking about.
Now, the point is, if I did have AIDS, I'd have a place to crash.
You want to live in a hospice?
No, man. There's all these programs. If you got the virus, they help you find a place. They pitch in for part of the rent. It's a buy.
I'm not sure having an apartment is a good trade-off for, dying.
No, look. You get HIV, right? 10 years later, it turns into AIDS. 10 years after that, you croak. What, you think they won't have a cure in 20 years? You see, you gotta be thinking ahead all the time.
This is a moronic conversation.
Nobody's gonna give me a chance.
I have a good feeling about this one.
I'm afraid the application has been denied. Sorry.
That's the shock of the universe.
Why has Mr. Conklin's application been denied?
You don't want to know.
This ain't even my jacket if that's your problem, ma'am.
It is his right under the law to know why he is being denied shelter.
I couldn't say for sure, but maybe it's because no druggy street trash is going to live here, bringing out the police all hours of the
Mr.
night.
Conklin has had problems in the past, but he has taken impressive steps.
Maybe you never heard. I'm reformed.
Please. But didn't he like us? Eric is not only at a difficult age, he's a difficult placement. Because he's gay. We can deal with it.
As you know, we've had some experience with that. Our son. We lost him.
Yes. AIDS 6 years ago. I'm familiar with your file. I'm sorry.
Look, I doubt you will ever be able to find foster parents as sympathetic to Eric's particular needs as Luther and I are, because we've been through this.
Couldn't you speak with Eric again?
Yeah, help him understand that we could give him a good home. Maybe the best home he'll ever find.
You made a very wise decision. Although survivorship whole life offers no conversion option. Honey.
I'm sorry. I thought you'd be done.
Oh, we're just wrapping up. I'll draw up the paperwork and have it ready for you to sign next week. This is Mr. and Mrs. Williams, my wife, Jillian.
Hi.
Your daughter's absolutely beautiful.
Nicole takes after her mother, obviously.
Oh, well, your daughter's beautiful, too.
He's a boy, actually.
We should have the Williamses over for dinner sometime.
Oh, well, that would be nice.
How's Thursday?
Thursday's when we eat at your mother's. The whole family gets together.
Oh, it's not mandatory exactly. We can skip family dinner night and have you come over to our house. I could get the paperwork done early and have it ready for you to sign.
Okay, I guess.
Well, that's great. See you Thursday then.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Pretty good, huh? See how I picked up on your signals there?
What signals?
You wanted them to come to dinner? I made it happen.
Sometime, Peter, not right away.
Why not?
Because Thursday they're shutting down the water mains on our street.
Oh. No problem, I'll cancel.
After making such a big deal, they'll think you're canceling because of me. And the fact is, we need friends like the Williamses.
Friends who need insurance?
Peter, our son is African American.
Ah, yes, of course.
And I think, for Ned's sake, we should make an effort to have diversity in our lives.
I'll invite them to my mom's.
Well, I would feel more comfortable doing it in our own home where things could be...
Under your complete and utter domination?
I'm not a control freak. I am not.
It'll be great, honey.
Judge Grumble.
Your court clerk said you wanted to see me?
Donna? Why?
Something about a children's area.
She called you about that?
I set up an area for victims of violent crime so that they wouldn't be intimidated in the hallway by the defendants. She said you wanted to use my model.
Yeah. I don't think this is about that.
What?
I think this was her effort to get you in the same room with me so that I could ask you what I need to ask you.
Which is what?
Were you ever going to call me?
Yes.
Because we went out, and even though it wasn't a very good evening, we agreed to try again, and you said that you'd call me, and yet you did not.
I didn't want to call you too soon.
Too soon? For what?
It's my understanding that women don't respond well to a man who is overeager.
Are you overeager?
There's no way to answer that question in a way which reflects well on me.
Would you like to go out to dinner with me tonight at 7 o'clock? You better be hesitating because you don't want to appear overeager.
No. Yes. No! Look, I was hoping to ask you before you asked me.
Well, it's not a competition.
Have you been dating lately? Because believe me, it is a competition.
Okay, you know what? Just forget it.
Oh, whoa. Give me a chance. I would be delighted to have dinner with you tonight. I accept. Thank you.
Good. Good.
Hold the phone. Where's the fire?
Sorry.
Eric's gonna show me how to spam dunk.
Slam dunk. It's basketball, not lunch.
Lauren, go out and warm up the bowl. I need to speak with Eric for a moment.
Go ahead. I'll be right out.
She looks up to you.
Big deal. She's 4 feet tall.
Eric, I spoke with the Wrights today.
Who's that?
You know perfectly well who's that. You should give them a chance.
You said I'd have veto power over who might be my next foster family.
I never use the term veto power. The Wrights are nice people, and they have experience raising a gay son.
So this is some kind of blind date?
He's dead, Eric.
Oh.
It's taken them several years to decide to foster, which means it might be a place where you'd be needed.
What if I don't like it?
Give it a chance.
What if I still don't like it?
You might try approaching this with the right attitude. If you don't like it, we will come up with a solution.
I could come back here?
Well, that's one of many possible solutions, isn't it? Lauren's waiting for you outside.
No, she's not. She's watching us through the door.
I think that's a great idea. You look beautiful. Huh, I'm allowed to say that to my date. It's really a way of complimenting myself. Look at me. I'm the kind of guy who gets beautiful dates. Look, I said you're beautiful. Couldn't you just say thank you like a normal beautiful woman?
Could you please stop calling me beautiful?
Absolutely. It's sheer hypocrisy, you being so homely. It's like sitting across from an old boot.
Am I difficult?
A little difficult, yeah. But in a way that makes you exciting. It's like having dinner with a time bomb.
Being a judge, don't you think it can make you a little...
Megalomaniac? Well, not that it makes you that way. I mean me. Because, well, people are forced to listen to us all the time and do what we say.
And then we go out into the real world,
Say a pizza joint.
and we're just normal folk.
Folk?
You know what I mean.
I absolutely do.
I think that went well.
What? Oh, you mean the fact that we had an entire exchange without a disagreement? Yeah, except I thought I nearly blew it with that megalomaniac bit.
Oh no, you covered beautifully.
Thank you. So the date is...
It's going pretty well, I think.
Me too.
Dr. Carson, what kind of doctor are you?
I'm an internist attached to Johns Hopkins University with attending status at Cedars-Sinai in New York. I'm an oncologist specializing in diseases of the lung, and I've published extensively in medical toxicology exposure analysis.
I accept that Dr. Carson is an expert, Mr. Pierpont.
Thank you. Now, Dr. Carson, what is your view of smoking?
My view is that of any doctor who sees the suffering and disease the use of tobacco causes on a daily basis.
Which is?
It's the most dangerous addiction in the country. I think that the people who run tobacco companies are morally bankrupt and ethically perverse.
Dr. Carson, I'm a little confused. If those are your feelings, then why are you here testifying on behalf of a tobacco company?
If Mr. Pierpont's company uses me as an expert witness today, then they'll have an awfully hard time disparaging my reputation the next time I'm on the other side.
Dr. Carson, what did you discover about Jason Christopher?
I found obstructive emphysema with atrophy and dilatation of the alveoli and destruction of the vascular bed.
And, in your opinion, was this caused by his smoking?
No.
No.
The tissue breakdown is in the lower lung region, inconsistent with damage done by smoking-related emphysema.
Well, if it wasn't smoking that caused the damage, what was it?
Jason Christopher suffers from AAT emphysema, which is caused by an inherited protein deficiency. The AAT protein neutralizes an enzyme which fights bacteria in the lungs. Unchecked by AAT, the enzyme eats away lung tissue and can be fatal if its progress isn't slowed or halted. With an AAT deficiency, developing emphysema is almost inevitable.
Your Honor, incontrovertible medical... Incontrovertible medical evidence shows that Jason Christopher's condition is pre-existing. Ergo, we are requesting a summary judgment in favor of our client.
Hold your horses, Mr. Pierpont. Do you have any questions for Dr. Carson?
Dr. Carson, are you telling me that smoking has nothing to do with Jason's condition?
No doubt smoking accelerated the progression. For effective treatment, Jason should have stopped smoking immediately upon diagnosis.
He hasn't?
My information is that he has not.
Your Honor, I have no more questions, but I would like to argue that Dr. Carson's testimony is simply the opinion of one expert witness and does not merit a summary judgment.
I will take that under advisement.
Jason.
Go ahead. Try again.
Go in.
Come on. Black takes a free throw.
I don't like this game anymore.
Come on, you got home court advantage.
What's that?
When you're on home court, it means you're home. The fans are rooting for you, the mascot and cheerleaders. All your friends and family are there to cheer you on. It's not like being on the road where nobody knows you, nobody cares. Cassidy shoots the ball. It's going with an assist from Black. She scored!
I scored!
In 30 years, I have never taken my work home like this. Well, Eric is special, Mom. Every day at work, I see some child I think about bringing home, but I know not to do it. Obviously, I'm becoming soft-headed.
Soft-hearted. You're allowed once every 30 years.
Black takes a free throw. And it's all net. Black is back, Black is back.
What are you doing home? I have a brief from the forces of evil to read and accept and act upon.
That was good.
Sue me. I love you.
Shoot. Oh, pretty close.
All right, Mr. Black, you are not leaving here lugging a garbage bag.
Garbage bags, foster kids' luggage collection.
Lauren, run into the kitchen and bring me that thing that's by the stairs.
Okay.
So the Reds are nice people, right?
Yes, they're nice people.
Take your best shot, old lady.
Two times. This, this suitcase belonged to my husband.
Very retro chic.
Open it. That's you with us.
This is delicious.
I thank you, Charlene, but my daughter-in-law made me promise not to talk too much.
We tend to eat low-fat meals for the most part.
So do we. Except for when we eat here.
Yeah, but here the food tastes great.
It sure does.
What?
So, Leroy. Actually, it's pronounced Leroy. It means the king in French.
Oh, I'm right there with you on the proper pronunciation of names, Charlene. And no shortening of names, no nicknames.
Leroy, do you play golf?
Oh, honey, not everyone is Tiger Woods. Not that you couldn't be or that you wouldn't be, just...
So, Leroy, are you a golfer?
Leroy would golf all day, every Saturday, if I let him.
Same here, but Jillian would have my head.
I hear you.
Judge Gray, I'm very interested in the work you do. Your job is very vital to the community. I mean, my own career seems so inferior by comparison.
Thank you, Charlene. What is it that you do?
Commercial real estate, when I can get time away from Nicole.
Really? I love real estate. I go house hunting just for fun sometimes.
And this is commercial real estate.
Oh. I guess that's different.
Leroy sells computer service warranties. We're both insurance men.
And would-be golfers.
I'm writing a play for school.
A play. Isn't that impressive? Isn't that impressive? Yeah. What's it called?
The Two Noble Clansmen.
Kinsman, not Klansman, with a C. Klansman. It's Shakespeare. Two Noble Kinsmen. It's one of Shakespeare's lesser-known works. Yeah.
Is this decaf?
Oh, absolutely. You made yourself very clear on that count. No caffeine. No, sir. More pie?
No, thank you.
Black is back! Oh, sorry.
Eric, what do you think you're doing here?
What? You want me peddling my ass on the streets? Because that's where I'm going if you send me back to those freaks.
That's Eric. He's sort of
A friend of the family's.
Go ahead, Mama. I'm sure Leroy and Charlene will understand.
Maxine, I need your help because I have an ex-junkie out there somewhere. I'm out of places to look, and you owe me. Sorry. Hello.
And this is my cousin Kyle. What do you mean I owe you?
Remember Teen Harbor?
I'll go with you.
There's stuff like this going on around here all the time.
Peter.
Amy, tell Eric that I will speak to him in the morning, and by that time, I expect him to be over his snotty teenage tantrum. It's been a pleasure.
Call, Mom. Okay?
Eric. Now, would this be the junkie or the street hustler?
Did I do something wrong?
Well, out of the goodness of your heart, after your job ended, you continue to try and help this young man find an apartment, get his life back on track. Yes, you're obviously some kind of monster.
Sarcasm sounds good to me on this one.
You can't take things this personally. He'll do harm to your soul.
X-Ray was my first client, and until today, I've done a good job with him.
Teen Harbor was being used as a safe place to deal drugs and God knows what else. But if I hadn't acted so swiftly, maybe I could have come up with a solution other than closing it down altogether. Hey, babe.
Are you actually apologizing?
No, I'm offering to help you get Teen Harbor reopened.
Wow. Maxine Gray apologizes, and I haven't even got a witness.
How could we possibly have made so many PC blunders in one night? What must they think of us?
Jillian, they were all perfectly honest mistakes.
I thought that went great. She was a little tense, but he seemed like a very nice...
You kidding? She was awful. Fussy, opinionated, very controlling. And you know what? I think the only reason she came to dinner was that Amy is an important judge and she wanted to meet her. What kind of person has ulterior motives like that?
You only invited them because they're black. That's an ulterior motive.
Peter... No, Peter's right. I'm just as bad as she is. And I don't let you golf. Or eat saturated fat. I don't let people call you Pete.
Honey, I know it's because you love me. The saturated fat thing, anyway.
Well, what about Ned? If we don't have any black friends, he's gonna grow up in this weird, colorless limbo. He'll end up like Bryant Gumbel.
Jillian, Ned will be fine no matter who he's friends with.
Amy's right, honey.
And you're not as bad as she is. You're not bad at all. You are the opposite of bad.
And you're way hotter than Charlene, too.
Way hotter.
What is this place?
It's a shooting gallery. Never been to one of these?
Come from a higher class of drug addiction.
The important part of what I said was not the apology. It was my offer to help put Teen Harbor back together.
Hey, hurry up with that. That's him. It's X-ray.
Hey, Kyle. It's Manson, not Hanson. See, I listened to you.
We're telling you to shoot up.
I didn't do it for the job, man. I did it for the virus.
Did you use a dirty needle?
No worries.
Oh, my God.
Because they'll find a cure, right? Because you get all big and stupid!
Let's get him to emergency and see if they'll put him on a cocktail. Kyle. Good morning. What happened?
Why don't you ask them?
I have. Now I'd like to hear from you. Eric, if you are simply looking for reasons not to leave here, then we have a problem.
They're all... It's great that you're gay and be proud of who you are and all that. They even signed us up at some support group for families with gay teens. I mean, jeez.
All right, Eric, maybe they're a little overly keen. But that doesn't mean they're creepy or freaky.
They don't want me. They were waiting for anybody.
Who could replace their son?
You know what else? I'm not gay enough to replace him.
Excuse me?
He was this big activist type in high school, really high profile. I'm not like that. I'm quiet. And what if I liked a girl?
Do you? Like a girl?
Well, that's not the point. The point is, if I did like a girl, I'd be letting them down in some twisted way, right? It could happen.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, take the clothes out of the suitcase and put them in the drawer. What girl?
What?
You said, what if I liked a girl? Not what if I liked girls.
Look, you told me it was okay to be confused about things like this. I'm telling you I'm confused. Can't you find someone who's like 100% homo to live with the rights? That's what they really want.
Let's get breakfast. Does this girl have a name?
Before I rule on your motion for summary judgment, I have a few questions for Jason.
Your Honor, I'm not sure that anything he might have to say would be relevant here. But, you are the judge.
How old were you when you started smoking?
8. By the time I was 12, I smoked a pack a day.
Why?
What?
Why did you start smoking at 8?
Cousin got me into it. I thought it looked cool.
When did you get emphysema?
I got short of breath about a year ago. I found the emphysema.
But you didn't quit?
I did. At first, but I'm gonna die, Judge Gray. What's it matter now? Now if I quit.
Did your parents know you were smoking?
Not until I got sick.
Thank you. I am allowing Mr. Pierpont's motion for summary judgment in favor of his clients. No damages are awarded.
Your Honor, please. The Christophers deserve their day in court.
I agree, Miss Little. Just not on this specific complaint.
I don't understand.
I found Dr. Carson's testimony that Jason's emphysema was not caused by smoking absolutely convincing. Equally convincing was her testimony that by continuing to smoke, he irrevocably diminished his chances of recovery. Maybe next time Dr. Carson can testify for the Christophers and not against them.
I'd be delighted. I prefer working on the side of the angels.
Excuse me, Your Honor, why don't you just come right out and tell the Christophers how to construct a new complaint?
I believe I just did. I also believe that you'll decide to settle out of court.
You, madam, are a loose cannon. I'll be bringing this up with the Judicial Review Committee.
Give it your best shot. Better men than you have tried. We're done here.
All rise.
And Jason,
Yes, Your Honor.
regardless of how much life you have left, it is still life, and it is still a gift. And even though you have a grown-up disease, you are a child. And children should listen to their parents. Quit smoking.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, put him on the cocktail. It's early enough. If there's HIV in his bloodstream, there's a chance we can shut it down.
Can you keep him here?
No. It's a pretty rigorous regimen, but if he can read, he'll be able to take all his meds at the right time.
Problem is, I'm afraid he won't take all the medication.
He will if he doesn't want to get AIDS.
He wants to test positive.
Why?
so he can get an apartment.
That's insane.
Tell him. Orange chicken.
Beef and broccoli.
Another orange chicken.
That's Amy's favorite.
God, green slimy stuff.
Bok choy.
Like I said.
Something smells good.
Whose?
I love Who's. We haven't had Who's for a long time.
Well, we haven't had these many people to feed in a long time.
Did somebody else move in?
Not yet.
Should I set the table?
Eric's turn.
Okay, then can I take a break?
15 minutes.
He's going to smoke.
Probably. Can you put these on the table?
Sure. Mom, what are you doing?
I'm going outside.
To smoke?
What do you want me to say, Amy?
I want you to quit.
I know that. Anything else?
I'm afraid you're gonna die.
I am gonna die.
I mean soon. I want you to be here. For me. For us.
Good God, you live with me, Amy. How much more here can I be for you? My husband died and left me alone with 3 children to finish raising, and I mistakenly thought that I would actually finish and could have some time to myself. I now realize that probably won't happen, but no matter who is in my house, I will live the rest of my life on my terms.
Well, it probably won't be that long the way you're going.
Do you want to open this door, Amy?
Yeah.
You exist on 9 cups of coffee a day. You eat powdered sugar for breakfast, you drink like a European, and you have sex with people that you don't care about.
Mom, it's just... You're not... I just feel...
Amy. I love you, too.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, there's drama in the courtroom when a mother defends her right to kidnap her son. Don't miss Law and Order next.
Good Percy. Give those squirrels hell.
You called him Percy.
God, Amy, you startled me.
Does that mean he's no longer the new dog?
Whatever. Where's Lauren?
She's probably getting dressed. Her new alarm clock works great. Woke me up.
Are you sure this is a good idea? Not many 7-year-olds are ready to be in charge of their own schedule.
What her idea? Anyway, last night she brushed her teeth, she did her homework, she got into bed, and I didn't have to say a thing.
You know, when you were Lauren's age, you wanted to stay up all night to see what you were missing. I remember your father and I came back from a party late, and you were still awake, begging to stay up. I said no, but your dad, he not only let you, he made you stay up. Every time you'd nod off, he'd wake you up. You know, I think that's one of those fond memories that should be said out loud. It must be Jillian and Ned. She's bringing by a new fire insurance policy from Peter. It is now in our best interest for the house to burn down.
Hey, Mom, when Lauren comes down, don't hurry her along. I want it to be her responsibility if she's late.
All right, fine.
And don't ask Jillian if they've heard from Evie. If they've had any news, they'll tell us.
Are you awake nights worrying about what I'm going to say?
Hi, Jillian. Let me have my boy.
That new dog has a loud bark.
His name is Percy.
We can't stay long. Peter put a Post-it on all the pages that need initials. Where's Lauren?
She's in training to get her own apartment. She'll be down soon. She's just trying to be a little bit more independent.
Oh, good.
So, Jillian, have you heard anything from Evie?
I don't like to talk about it in front of Ned.
Right. I'm so sorry.
See? I got up by myself.
Lauren, it's 8 o'clock. You're supposed to be dressed, teeth brushed, and ready to go by now.
Oh.
Is there anything else you don't want me to say?
All right, I have before me a request from Miss Feinberg for an OTC on what is the child's name?
The child is unnamed, Your Honor, because the child has not been born yet.
So what are we talking about? Incarcerating Miss Newsom until she delivers her child, then taking it away from her?
That is exactly what we are suggesting, Judge.
I hope DCF has a good reason for wanting to put a very pregnant woman in jail, Miss Feinberg.
Your Honor, Maddie Newsom is a member of a cult.
Objection. My client has no religious affiliation.
All right, call it what you will. An extremely closed-mouthed, tight-knit group who live communally while cleaving to radical fringe principles.
At this time, there's an ongoing criminal investigation into the disappearance and possible death of a child who lived with the group.
Objection. It's prejudicial.
Relax, Mr. Weir. We're not at trial yet. I'm aware these are only allegations.
Just another example of federal forces running amok.
Okay. Mr. Weir, you might want to inform your client that this is a state institution, not federal. Possible death of a child?
According to neighbors, a 2-year-old member of the group suddenly disappeared. Subsequent police investigation discovered an amount of blood in the basement of the house, but no body.
Your Honor, this group believes in a kind of rigid Darwinism. To wit, if God deems it fit to take someone, we don't have a right to resist his will.
Survival of the fittest?
Your Honor, this is an emergency. Ms. Newsom is the subject of an ongoing criminal investigation, and she refuses all medical evaluations to assess the health of her unborn child. I'm asking you to consider the law pertaining to crimes against a fetus.
Well, Ms. Dana, as I'm sure you know, the application of that law to the mother is before the Supreme Court right now. So my preference would be to wait and see what they say.
The state has no evidence to support the belief that Ms. Newsom would harm the child that she's carrying, and there's no legal precedent to incarcerate a mother on this type of allegation. We would like to resolve this now.
What?
I just can't believe you don't like Boonwell.
I don't dislike Brunwell. I just say if you've seen Monty Python, you've seen Brunwell.
Oh my God. Deep breaths. You're gonna be okay.
I'm gonna be late. Try to remember I love Foucault.
No, come on. See, that's easy. Look, Belle de Jour is playing at Cinema Cities. Let's go tomorrow night. If you don't love it, then you're gonna love it.
I can't tomorrow night. Have you seen my keys?
They're on the desk. Are you working tomorrow night?
No, I've got this family thing. Boring, you know.
You're seeing your family?
It's mandatory. I mean, you could go, but why? You know, so we could both be miserable?
Well, sure. We're in a relationship. Shared misery is a big part of that.
It's my parents' 40th wedding anniversary. Can you imagine their friends sitting around telling some story about a picnic in '66 when my dad lost his swim trunks?
Lost swim trunks? I'm not gonna sleep until I know what happened.
You really don't want to go.
I really, really do.
Really? Huh. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Oh, I can't buy anything.
We're not selling anything. I'm Maxine Gray. This is my associate, Sadie Bauer, with the Department of Children and Families. May we come in?
Why?
We just want to talk with you.
Oh, this is about that lady across the street with the twins?
Actually, it's about your household, Miss Collard.
My house? You mean my kids? I received some calls. There have been numerous reports of screaming late at night, a horrible screaming.
No, we just want to be sure that everyone is okay.
Better follow me. Come on, kids, you stay here. Mommy, be right back.
It's one cup size, barely noticeable.
Well, if it's barely noticeable, then why is it necessary?
Because she wants it.
Oh, that's all that counts. He's already bought her the dress for the damn boobs he wants to buy her.
All right, all right. Let's just calm down here. Do either one of you have a picture of your daughter?
You mean of her boobs?
No, just your daughter.
This is from a year ago. Her hair's longer now.
Now, I'm gonna set this here. So when you're tempted to go after each other, maybe you'll look at your daughter and realize why we're here. Okay. According to the terms of your divorce, any major decision in Vanessa's life must be made jointly. I'd say breast implants qualify under that heading. So, Miss Holler, why don't you tell us calmly why you think this is a bad idea?
Oh, my God. I mean, it's so obvious. She's 16. You don't get plastic surgery at 16. It's obscene.
You got plastic surgery. I paid for that.
It was liposuction. I was 30. I had just had a baby. I could not get rid of my stomach.
Amazing. You mean it just doesn't disappear if you sit on a couch eating Hot Pockets?
Okay, enough. Look at the picture.
Miss Gray, this is my grandmother, Catherine Barantis. Why is she tied up like this?
Don't start nothing, Jackie. Just going out of here.
It's all right, Nana. Don't get upset.
You have to stay back.
Please, understand, Mrs. Gray. I won't let anyone take my Nana away.
If we could just have a moment. Could I do something to make you more comfortable?
I just need water and a little sunlight. I do well in all climates.
Mrs. Barantis, we're here to help you. If you are being mistreated in any way, it's my job to see that stops. Today. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Well, first, let's get those wrists.
Don't touch me.
I won't hurt you.
I'll hurt you.
Why would you do that?
I'm a holly bush. I have thorns all along my leaves. And if you don't know what you're doing, you'll get scratched. I even get scratched myself. I scratch everyone. That's why no one can touch me. No one. No one at all.
These are not responsible people. You have to ask yourself what kind of parents would handle a situation like this.
I'm afraid that question is irrelevant.
What's happened?
They want to take Ned.
Explain how they can just show up this way. We're waiting for a trial.
Evie and Rondell are in the car. They want to take him away right now.
They can't do that.
You're right. But I can go to court tomorrow and file an emergency motion asking the court to vacate the adoption decree. Mr. Taft has passed the paternity test, and it's been determined that his parental rights were terminated without his consent and without due process. Miss Gray, I'm familiar with you and your reputation, and you must realize that no judge in the land would deny this father the rights to his child.
No judge would do anything without a hearing to determine the best interests of the child.
Absolutely.
Amy, if this case were in your court.
Peter, it's not fair to ask Amy what she would
Fair? You want to talk about what's fair and what's not fair?
Look, the point is not how I would rule. This is a process that could go on for years. It's not the kind of thing that's going to be settled at one trial. There's going to be appeals and continuances, and it's a long, hard fight. Years.
But we can win.
Well, I'd be less than honest if I told you that a judge finding in Ned's best interest would be enough. Look, before Rondell's rights are terminated, it has to be determined that he is unfit to parent. Legally, he may have a strong case.
Are you saying that we can't win? We can just delay the inevitable?
I didn't say inevitable.
Fine, we'll fight.
But one day, maybe in 2 or 3 years, we'll run out of delays and continuances and appeals.
Maybe.
And some judge could say to us, I'm sorry for your pain and your child's pain, but in the eyes of the law, your son is not your son and you have to give him up?
Oh, my God.
Your clients are the scum of the earth, you know that?
Amy.
I mean, how can they treat people this way?
They feel they have a right to their son.
They do today. Who knows what they'll feel tomorrow?
We have to give him up.
What?
Every day we grow closer. He'll be talking soon, calling us mommy and daddy, and then they'll take him away, and it'll hurt him. His whole world will fall apart. We have to do it now, before he knows any better.
Jillian, no.
Fighting would be for us, Peter. It would make us feel better, but it would be worse for Ned. We love him. We have to do what's best for him. There's some jars of food in the back. Those'll do for dinner. He likes a little light in his room at night. I usually pat his diaper for a minute while he falls asleep. If he starts pulling at his ear, take him to the doctor right away. He does that when he has an ear infection. I put his yellow lizard in the bag.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
You're sorry. Come on, let's go.
He wakes up early, at about 5:30. But if you give him a bottle, he'll sleep for another hour. But don't give him apple juice. It's bad for his teeth. He loves peekaboo.
My goodness, Jillian, you're up early.
I never really went to sleep.
Neither did I. Would you like some coffee or tea?
Well, I'll make it.
Jillian, I'm so sorry. That was a brave thing, and I don't know how.
We had no choice. I was a pretty good mom, I think.
You were exceptionally good.
Maxine, what do you think about us becoming a foster family?
You and Peter?
I was thinking that we could get an older child at first. I figure our mistake was trying to get a baby. Everyone wants a baby, but if you go for an older child, you're pretty safe. Can you help us?
Well, I could. Have you talked to Peter about this?
I tried, but he just can't discuss it right now, and I understand it. He left for work early today. Has a retirement party for Seth Austin tonight. He's thrown himself into his work, which I understand. But that's just a defense.
You know, Jillian, you've been through a terrible thing, and I think you should give yourself some time to heal.
Of course, I intend to heal. I mean, we've lost a child. It's difficult. It's terrible. But life goes on. You know that, Maxine.
Okay. You want to know about Vanessa? I think the reason why she wants to get her boobs done is because she doesn't want her future husband to leave her the way Daryl left me.
Come on, I didn't leave you because of your boobs.
You always pressured me to have the perfect body.
You put that pressure on yourself. The truth is, you just don't want Vanessa to be more attractive than you are.
That's disgusting. disgusting. Is that disgusting?
She makes fun of Vanessa all the time. Asks her how she keeps a boyish figure. Calls her a carpenter's dream.
She knows I'm teasing.
She's getting a complex. Come on, man. Have you got a daughter?
Yes, I do.
All right,
but
so
I
you'd
don't-
want to make your daughter happy if you could, wouldn't you? You'd want her to have what other girls have. And at her age, what other girls happen to have.
Shut up! Just shut up! Shut the hell up! You don't want to know what I think, because what I think is, in a perfect world, I would send you to packing and put your daughter in a place where people know a child's a gift. A gift! And one you don't even have for long in a little girl? A girl is a special gift. Because I don't know if you picked up on this, but girls have been undervalued in the history of this country, this civilization for that matter. They have been treated like decorations, objects, second-class citizens. Yes, I have a daughter. And what I pray about day in and day out is how to prove to her that she has every right to stand up and be counted as a human being. And anyone who thinks of her as anything less is not even worth her time. Not even the space they take up on this planet. So that's what I think, Mr. and Mrs. Holler. Since you asked.
A neighbor, concerned about a small child, approximately 2 years old, had apparently gone missing, questioned one of the occupants of the house. The occupant denied that a child of that description had ever lived in the home. The neighbor called the police.
And you were assigned to the case, Detective Segani?
That's correct. When I questioned a number of the occupants of the house, they all denied the existence of the child.
So you gave up?
I would have, except that the neighbor insisted I look at a video that she had taken that contained the child. I showed the video to the occupants of the house, and they clammed right up.
Was Maddie Newsom one of those people?
Yes, Your Honor.
What happened then?
I obtained a warrant to search the premises.
And what did you find?
With a substance called luminol, we were able to find evidence of blood stains in the basement. That's how we can see blood even after it's been cleaned up.
Did you find anything else?
Yes, on a cot in a utility room at the far end of the basement, we found a large puddle of dried blood.
And what conclusions did you draw?
Objection. It calls for speculation.
Detective Segani is a crime scene specialist. He is more than qualified to draw reasonable conclusions from forensic evidence.
I'll allow it.
I think someone fell down the stairs and hurt themselves badly. I think that they were moved to the cot and left there to bleed to death.
Objection. That's not a reasonable inference. That's a leap of faith.
Sustained.
Did you do a DNA test?
Under Schmerber, we couldn't force Miss Newsom to provide a sample. However, old hospital records obtained by the state indicate that Miss Newsom's blood type is consistent with the blood type found at the scene.
In other words, Maddie Newsom cannot be ruled out as a suspect.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mrs. Ferrantes is 82 years old and no longer capable of taking care of herself. Her granddaughter, Mrs. Collard, did the best she could because she knew her grandmother hated the idea of a nursing home. Finally, Mrs. Collard was simply overwhelmed. She had no choice. But then Mrs. Ferrantes informed her she was a holly bush, and none of the homes they could afford would take her.
So she didn't become a Holly Bush until it became obvious she needed a nursing home.
Apparently, she was completely human before that.
Maxine, a moment, please. I'd like to know what this is.
Well, let's see. Staples, staplers, pen, pencil, legal pads. I'm going to have to go with office supplies.
What were they doing on your desk?
I'm taking them for Sanctuary House.
That's called stealing.
No, that's called redistribution. It's all God's work, Sean.
Maxine, you can't just
Like all
go...
the weekends and holidays I put in without charging the department. You wouldn't call that stealing, would you, Sean?
That's not the point, Maxine.
All the times that I covered for you or made up the difference when you were still learning the ropes. I didn't ask you for a portion of your salary, did I?
Maxine, I don't mind you taking these things. I do mind you sneaking them.
Sneaking? That wasn't sneaking. This would be, sneaking. You know something, Sean? You can keep your office supplies. God forbid that this department should lift a hand to help anyone out. It has taken a while, but I have finally come to understand that I can never, ever trust anyone to behave in a way that is fair or decent or honorable. Move!
Ms. Newsom, will this be your first child?
Yes.
And can you explain the police evidence which indicates otherwise?
No. Unless they altered the evidence.
And why would they do that?
Because the government hates free thinkers and the police work for the government.
Does the government also hate the 2-year-old child that seems to have vanished into thin air?
There was no 2-year-old child.
Ms. Newsom, are you happy to be having this child?
Oh, yes. This baby is the answer to many prayers.
And what is your birth plan?
We have a midwife who's one of our own. She says the baby's in the right position. She checks me every week.
So far, so good?
Thank God.
But if your baby should be born with a horrible defect or have some other medical difficulty, you wouldn't take him or her to the hospital, would you, Miss Newsom?
No. We don't believe in that.
Can you explain that to me, Miss Newsom?
We believe in God's will. When you have children, you're taking a risk. Everyone knows that. People die all the time. Mothers and babies, even when doctors are present. All I'm saying is that I'm willing to accept the will of the divine. God wants his children strong. That's why he created such a beautiful and dangerous world. I want my baby to live. But if God has other plans, then I have enough faith to accept that too. I would never be interested in defying his will.
All right, honey, why don't you hand me those spices? I'll just line them up alphabetically. And then I can put the oil and the condiments on the shelf.
Aunt Jillian, will we ever see Ned again?
I don't know.
I mean, doesn't he have our last name? The minister said it at the christening. Edward Gray.
All right, this shelf is finished. My God, Amy, there's so much wasted space in here.
It's just not fair. I hate Evie. I think she's the meanest person in the whole entire world. I wish...
Sweetie, we're all upset and sad about Ned, but I don't think Aunt Jillian feels like talking about it right now. So why don't you go upstairs and get ready for bed? I'll be up in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Jillian, you really don't have to be doing this.
Oh, but I want to. Peter's at an office function. I'd just be sitting at home alone.
Have you seen my beeper? I'm supposed to be on call.
Oh, was that your beeper? I thought it was Maxine's. I put it in her drawer.
Her drawer?
Yes, I made a drawer for everyone in the house, just to keep the counters clear. Yours is right here.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Hello? This is Judge Gray. Oh, I see. Well, yes. Yeah, I'll be right there. Thank you.
Who's that?
The police. Peter's been picked up for drunk driving.
What? Peter?
I'm gonna go pick him up right now.
Well, I'll go with you.
No, he asked for me alone. Besides, I need someone to stay here with Lauren.
Drunk driving?
Jillian, I need you to stay calm. Okay?
Okay.
Carol, thank God you are here. I am so happy to see you, my darling girl. Can you believe it? I've been married 40 years.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, well, I've been married 40 years, too. 10 of them were happy.
Oh, Hugh, you fool.
Happy anniversary. I'm Vincent.
Hi.
Oh, Mom, Dad, this is Vincent Gray, a friend of mine.
Oh, I'm so pleased to meet you. You know what? I'm going to give you one of my little Chinamen.
I thought you weren't making those anymore.
Oh, no. She's still making them.
Don't forget to look in the pocket. There's a fortune in there, like the cookie. And some of them are sort of risky.
Risque, Mom.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Toby.
Oh, no, call me Allison. You know, Carol, I think this one deserves to be upgraded from friend
He's cute. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry?
You're so cute and not taken. Are you gay? Are you broke?
Mother, just...
I actually am taken.
Oh, got you. There's your boss. What's this wife's name? Oh, excuse us. You.
Enjoy yourselves. This is costing me a fortune, and I don't mean the one in the doll's pocket.
I don't know what you were thinking. To get behind the wheel of a car.
It was a party. Everyone was drinking.
You could have called me. I would have picked you up. It's not like I would have been mad.
Come on, Jill. These days, the way I load the dishwasher makes you mad.
It's a miracle you weren't hurt. My God. I thought my children were old enough that I didn't have to worry about this kind of thing.
I think you got the message, Mom.
Oh, so now you're defending me? Amy just served me up on a platter. Cops want to let me go, but she insisted that they charge me.
I didn't insist. I just didn't interfere.
She wanted to teach me a lesson.
Well, she was right.
Oh, for God's sake, what are you people made of stone? I went to a party, tried to forget everything.
Don't use Ned as an excuse.
What?
You drink too much, Peter. You've been drinking too much for years. You have a drinking problem.
No. I have a losing my baby problem.
Every night it's a scotch, sometimes two. A lot of times you just pass out in front of the TV.
I fall asleep, Jillian. I'm tired from working all day. Where's this coming from?
I've been worried about your drinking for a long time. And if losing Ned is going to make it worse, then I don't know how I'm going to survive.
I gotta get out of here.
Where are you going?
For a walk. It's not illegal to walk drunk, is it?
It's not so bad, is it? Are you having fun?
Does it look like I'm having fun?
Hello. Woo. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. It's a very special evening. Even our daughter Carol is here with her new friend Vincent. And now, for the big entertainment of the evening, at least I hope it's big, will everyone please clear the dance floor?
Oh, no.
I would like to do a special dance for my husband. I've choreographed a tap dance to a song that has special meaning for both of us. I do hope you enjoy it. Sorry, I won't be wearing the tassels tonight, sweetheart.
There was always something. Work was stressful. We remodeled the house. Then there was the infertility, adoption, fatherhood. I just kept thinking that one day our life would be normal and Peter would stop drinking.
Why has this never come up before?
Because I was in denial, hoping that it wasn't true, trying to pretend it was just a phase. When he drinks, he gets very talkative and he repeats stories he's already told me. It's annoying. He also denies that he's an alcoholic, which is a sure sign of a problem.
I deny I have a problem. Does that make me a drunk?
Maxine, you of all people know what I'm talking about.
What is she talking about?
Edward had a problem.
Daddy? Daddy did not drink too much. Did he?
We argued about it from time to time.
You did?
We argued about a lot of things.
Do you remember the toast he made at our wedding?
Was Daddy an alcoholic or not, Mom? It's a simple question.
No, it's not. We weren't so quick to label people in those days. There weren't all these isms and syndromes. Edward sometimes drank too much and acted silly. But he was never abusive to anyone. He never missed work. It was never anything more than a mild annoyance.
Maxine, he was a drunk.
I take exception to that, Jillian.
Peter is a drunk, too. And we have to do something about it. We have to face facts. Someone has to start telling the truth.
Thank God. We're spared the truth.
Oh, do you have my Chinaman in your pocket?
Just stop.
I'm sorry. I'm just jealous. I mean, my mom can't do the splits.
You know, she's done that my whole life. From the age of 1 to 18. At all my birthday parties, my graduation party. I remember them all. It was about her.
Maybe that's just her way of celebrating.
When I got my first period, she threw a welcome to womanhood party. She invited the entire 7th grade, including the boys. She performed an ancient mating tap dancing ritual. My friends thought it was delightful. And I suppose it's funny from a distance, but she was my mother. The person who was supposed to teach me things, to comfort me, to put Band-Aids on my knee, to calm me down when I was overwhelmed. I just lived in this constant state of terror because there was nowhere I could go to feel safe. No matter how crazy the world outside was, the world at home was always crazier.
Sorry.
I know she's fun. But when you're little, you don't want to be raised by fun. You want to be raised by boring and stable and predictable.
Yeah, like my mother. I mean, except for the boring part.
Yeah, like that.
So maybe you're even a little jealous of my family.
Of course. What did you think?
I think you're safe with me.
The decision to take someone's child should be weighed carefully and not done in haste. In this case, taking the child also means depriving a woman of her freedom. The state feels that the safety of this woman's unborn child is at risk, and that trumps all other freedoms. Mr. Weir would have us believe that the safety of the child is the domain of its mother and the philosophies of the group that she lives with, even though there's no group. And the law is fairly clear on this. Miss Newsom has not been convicted of any crime. I feel my hands tied by the very government Miss Newsom so roundly detests, by the very rule of law that she and her friends despise and flout. But sometimes, as was so succinctly put by a greater mind than mine, the law is an ass. Now, I may be overturned on appeal, but given the fact that Miss Newsom is the subject of an ongoing criminal investigation and that she has refused to submit to the most cursory medical evaluation, and given that my paramount concern is the welfare of the unborn child, I am willing to take my chances with the appellate court.
No, you have no right.
Miss Newsom, for all I know, you may have left your 2-year-old child to bleed to death on a cot in the basement. In my eyes, you have not only relinquished your right to that unborn child you carry, you have relinquished your right to call yourself a civilized human being. Now, I'm taking you into custody and ordering that you be held in a locked hospital ward long enough for your baby to be born safely.
Court's adjourned.
Mrs. Brantes, do you remember me? I'm Maxine Gray, and this is Sadie Bauer.
Don't come any closer. I'll hurt you.
Yes, we know that you'll hurt us, and we know and understand that you are a Hollybush. Now, your granddaughter has explained to us that you are not fit to be kept in a nursing home.
That's because I hurt people. No one can get close to me.
That's right. And because you're a Hollybush and no one can get close to you, we are forced to remove you from your granddaughter's home. We are going to transplant you to a place where you can't hurt anyone.
A nut house. You think I'm crazy.
Well, we don't like to use that word. But that is the word.
don't like to be around crazy people.
I'm afraid we don't have a choice. If you weren't a Holly Bush, then we would have some options.
Like what?
Well, there are senior centers. They send buses to pick up the senior in question and take them to a daycare center. There you would be with people, sing songs, play cards, eat meals, that sort of thing. Sounds rather fun, but, of course, there aren't any Holly Bushes present.
Would I have to spend the night?
No, you could sleep here at your granddaughter's house.
I'm not really a Holly Bush.
No?
It's just a game I play.
Well, that changes things, doesn't it?
I see that the parties have attempted mediation and have failed.
Yes, Your Honor, my client wants to be a good father, but...
That man was rude to us.
What man?
That man. He said terrible things.
It was rude and inappropriate.
Mr. Van Exel, do you have anything to say?
It's all in my notes.
Well, I will review them and consider appropriate action. Now, let me head off any further discussion by saying that there is no way in hell I'm going to sign off on a 16-year-old girl getting breast implants.
Your Honor, if you take everything into account,
There's nothing to take into account, except for a couple of parents who've clearly lost sight of their responsibility. Now, the girl in question is 16. If she still desires larger breasts in 2 years, then she has every legal right to obtain them. Meanwhile, I hope she can come to terms with what's left of her childhood. I hope her parents can, too. That's all.
They weren't wrong. I did lose my temper.
Okay.
I asked if I had a daughter. Touched a nerve.
Bruce, you have nerves?
Just one. I apologize.
Well, I accept. As you know, I also lost my temper today. In the Newsom case.
Judge Gray, you didn't lose your temper.
I didn't?
No. It was the wrath of the righteous raining down on the iniquitous. It was someone who was fed up with moral ambiguity, who needed to make a responsible decision. I was proud to stand next to you.
Oh. I thought they just pissed me off. Hi. What's going on?
Oh, good. You're just in time.
For what?
Peter is at his first AA meeting tonight because of his DUI, and it's really important that the rest of the family take part. I've gotten us each a schedule for the Al-Anon meetings in our area. That's a 12-step group for family members of alcoholics. Peter is what you would call our qualifier. And in your case, Maxine, you have 2 qualifiers.
Oh, good. Do I get extra points?
Please, this is serious.
Jillian, what are you doing? Why is it so important for you to turn Peter into an alcoholic?
I didn't do that.
As I understand it, you are the enabler. Or are we all enablers? I get them mixed up with the qualifiers.
This isn't funny.
You're right. It's not.
Peter got 1 DUI. It was the day after he lost his son. I have never known him to drink excessively. What is this really about?
Oh, I think we all know what it's really about.
No, don't blame this on Ned.
All I'm saying is let's give Peter a chance to mess up once in his life.
We all have to face reality.
Yes, we do. You first. Ned is gone.
I know that.
No, you don't.
Mom.
I want to hear you say it.
Stop it.
I want to hear you say that your son is gone.
All right, my son is gone. My son is gone. Are you happy? My son is gone. My little boy is gone, Maxine. He's gone.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, will Amy sacrifice her morals for a promotion? Don't miss Judging Amy, next on TNT.
Why?
I have to get home to Lauren. I want to be there for her when she gets up.
What time does she get up?
6:45.
I have an alarm clock. We'll set it for 6 o'clock. You'll be out of here by 6:15. She'll never know the difference. Come on, you're tired. It's cold out there. Let me keep you warm.
It's not that cold.
Oh, it's cold enough.
Rob, I can't.
Why? What are you, a vampire? Something will happen if the sunrise catches you in my bed?
Yeah, something might. You never know.
Let's find out.
I don't want to overstay my welcome.
You couldn't if you tried.
This is casual. Remember?
I remember.
Well, it is kind of chilly out there.
Much too chilly.
The practical thing would be to stay.
Way practical.
Nothing very significant in that.
Not a drop.
As long as it's casual.
Good morning.
Is Lauren up yet?
Not yet.
Well, good. Good. I have to go upstairs and change. You know, Mom, I am a grown-up, so I am allowed to spend the night out from time to time.
I didn't say anything.
Well, you don't have to. I know what you're thinking.
You do?
You don't like my having a casual relationship with Rob. You disapprove. It's not the kind of thing your generation did. Yeah, I understand all that, but times have changed.
No.
No?
No, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh.
Amy, is there some reason that you need me to approve of this relationship?
See, I knew you were thinking about this.
Is there?
Of course not.
Then why defend what hasn't been attacked?
I have to change.
My generation did this sort of thing on the weekend.
See, I knew you'd have a problem with this.
Look at this. See, I have these different colored dots. I'm supposed to put them on the cartons so that they end up in the right place. See? Yellow for kitchen, blue for bedroom.
When are the movers coming?
Day after tomorrow. But Winnie doesn't have to be out till the 31st. That gives her plenty of time to wrap up loose ends.
Yeah, 2 whole weeks.
Oh, and she found this really cute little place right down the street.
Comes with a roommate and a cat.
I told your sister she could take whichever bedroom furniture she wants. You know, the condo has 2 bedrooms, but I think I'm going to make one of them my sewing room.
That's great, Mom.
And I am not going to take this dining room table.
Well, we don't need anything furniture-wise, so Winnie can have it all if she wants it.
Mom, I told you, if you're not going to take everything with you, I mean, you should just have a garage sale, you know, and then use the money for something you really need.
Winnie, that's too much trouble.
I have to go, so Mom, you know where to reach me?
Yes. Hey, kiddo. After school, we're just going to lounge around and watch cartoons.
You'll be watching alone. Rebecca has to finish reading Runaway Ralph. She has a book report due tomorrow. Bye, baby. Bye, Mom. Winnie?
He's late. It's first day. He's late.
You talked to him on the phone. Maxine, how committed did he sound? Committed.
Probably just hit some bad traffic.
Well, let's get started without him because I have to get back to DCF.
Why don't we start with case reports?
All right, I told people what we were looking for, and these cases were referred to me from East Hartford PD. Okay, we have a child-on-child sex abuse with a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old who alleges his stepfather sexually abused him, a preschooler who's been fondled by her music teacher, a molesting grandfather.
Wait a minute. Is that Roseland Preschool?
No, Green Day. Someone named Phil Nevins.
Oh, God.
You know him?
I am familiar with his work. This is Mr. Phil, the monster of Roseland. He molested 6 little girls last year. We were never able to bring charges against him. The state's attorney thought the victims were too young to be reliable witnesses.
Yeah, this is a 3-year-old. No witnesses, no physical evidence.
Well, of course. I can't believe this.
Why is this guy worse than the others?
Oh, he's the one that got away. I threw everything I had at him. And at the end of the day, nothing stuck. And here he is, a bald-faced nerd.
It's personal.
No, of course not. I've never even seen the man. Where is Green Day?
Can somebody help me with this? Ladies, sorry I'm late. I'm Jonathan Ashworth. I'm the new assistant state's attorney.
Mr. Ashworth,
Yeah.
I'm Maxine Gray, DCF. And this is Megan Chestnut, our consulting therapist. Dr. Fran Winston.
On side, medical.
Social worker.
Sarah Flitzman. Hi.
Detective Shelley Tran, Hartford PD. Hi.
Well, ladies, consider me your go-to guy. I'm here to get the bad guys and kick some butt. I don't know about you, but I expect to have some fun. Now, one of you gals want to tell me where I can put this?
Carl Wilner's an 8-year-old who's been missing school, and the school is convinced his parents are deliberately keeping their son out of class and have asked DCF to investigate. Okay, Mr. Redfield.
Your Honor, Carl Wilner is biologically male. However, his parents, Harry and Pam Wilner, are allowing this young boy to grow his hair long and have sent him to Roscoe Elementary School in a girl's uniform. This year, when Carl entered 2nd grade, his parents registered him under the name Sasha Wilner.
Sasha?
He prefers to be called Sasha.
Carl's appearance has created quite a disruption at school and has made him the victim of numerous attacks, both physical and verbal. After several fruitless conversations with the Wilners, the school finally contacted DCF out of concern for the child's safety and psychological well-being.
Your Honor, there have been no allegations that the Wilners have been abusive to their son. In fact, we maintain they are loving parents who've been trying to give an idiosyncratic child the chance to find himself.
Find himself in what way?
Carl has exhibited non-conforming gender behavior from the age of 2. After years of trying to resist these tendencies, the Wilners were counseled to support Carl in his search for gender identity.
You said we're talking about an 8-year-old?
Yes, Your Honor. It's our contention that Roscoe Elementary has been seriously remiss in its duty to protect Carl from harm while on school grounds. If there's been any psychological damage, it's been at the hands of his peers and some of his teachers.
What is the school supposed to do? Provide a personal bodyguard for the kid? As long as he's wearing a skirt and knee socks, he's a target.
The Wilners have felt it necessary to remove their son from school and keep him home for his own protection.
Thereby subjecting him to educational neglect since he's not being home tutored.
All right, well, I don't see a need for a change of custody at this point. However, I am going to order a psychological evaluation for the whole family, and we'll continue this hearing when the evaluation is completed.
This time it's really getting the spider right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water's back.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. That was great, you guys. What should we sing next? Alrighty, Samantha, come here. Oh. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish and swish. Can I help you?
Phil Nevins?
Yes. Sweet.
Mr. Nevins, I've spent the last year following your career.
My career?
I'm with the Department of Children and Families.
You'll have to leave now. You've no right to be here.
You're very clever targeting the littlest ones. The ones who can't defend themselves or stand up to you in court.
I've asked you once to leave. Now I'm telling you to go. You're not supposed to be here.
I realize that you are a very sick and pathetic human being, Mr. Nevins. And I don't care. I don't care what I have to do. I'm not going to let you hurt another child. I promise you. Never again.
Who the hell do you think you are? What gives you the right to make an accusation like that? Answer me. Who the hell are you?
Excuse me. I'm the director here. May I help you?
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm with DCF. I brought you some new neglect abuse forms and the revised summary of the reporting laws.
Oh, thank you. Usually we get these through the mail.
Yes, well, we ran short of stamps today. If you'll excuse me.
Laundry day?
Comes around. Your daughter says goodbye. Try to keep it together for another day.
How's it going, Mr. Mom?
It's not bad. I usually get about an hour or so of writing done a day. In between playing, eating, hysterical crying jags, napping. It's not even taking Ariadne's schedule into account.
Hello, Vincent. Goodbye, Amy. I can't take Lauren to karate today.
Okay. Bye, Mom. Do you see that attitude?
What attitude?
That judgmental attitude. Mom totally disapproves of my relationship with Rob.
Oh, why? Because he's a good 15 years younger than you are?
You're in on this too?
Amy, you have every right to be seen in public on the arm of someone who no one else can figure out what the hell you're doing with.
Is that supposed to be a statement of support?
Just know that that's what you're doing and don't get all revisionist.
Meaning what?
Meaning I've seen you try to retrofit boyfriends before. This place is a lot more interesting than the fluff and fold.
It's 11 years, okay?
I suppose I just wanted to get a look at him. I wanted to put a face. It was a mistake going there. I don't like mistakes.
You wanted to see. That's not a mistake. If you made me that crazy, I don't want to see too.
I'm not crazy. Not yet, anyway.
If you're certain about this guy,
I am certain.
well, in that case, there are steps that could be taken.
I've taken every step there is, every process and protocol and procedure.
Well, maybe you have and maybe you haven't. Look, I'm just saying there are things we could do to make sure he was in harm's way.
Shelley, you have no idea how much I want Phil Nevins off the street. But I won't do anything that could call into question what we're doing here.
I thought one of the things we were supposed to be doing is helping people maneuver through the system.
Maneuver, not circumvent.
It's all in the shading.
No, it is not.
I guess it's a cop thing. Occupational hazard.
Gender dysphoria or gender identity disorder can be described as an aversion toward the physical and social characteristics of one's biological sex and a corresponding affinity for those of the opposite sex. This would include the desire to wear the clothing of the opposite sex, participate in the games and pastimes of the other sex, and in some cases, an expressed desire or insistence that he or she is the other sex, He's an 8-year-old boy. Does he even know there's an opposite sex? What would be the male equivalent of a tomboy?
RuPaul.
I'm serious. It would be what? A sissy.
Not a real equivalent. Sissies are ostracized. Tomboys are encouraged. The rules are a lot looser for girls. Goals, measures of success, completely different calibration. Girls get away with murder.
So how's your sister doing?
Fine.
Right.
Angie first came to DCF's attention 2 years ago when she disclosed to a Sunday school teacher that her mother's boyfriend, Ricky, had fondled her.
Once? Twice?
She was 5 at the time. It was hard to get a clear story.
Medical evidence?
No. We investigated, but by then the boyfriend had moved out of the house and we didn't feel we had much of a case, so it didn't go anywhere.
Did the mom tell you that he moved out, or do you know for a fact that he moved out?
Mom said they broke up, and I went by the house once and there was no sign he lived there, so
So you moved on?
I had 30 other cases.
Sure. Right.
Ricky is apparently back on the scene, and
Angie has disclosed to a friend's parent that Ricky occasionally takes showers with her. The police took an initial report, and I'm going out tomorrow.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't want you interviewing her unless I'm there.
What I'm most concerned about is this. Do I pull Angie out of the house or not? The mom swears the relationship with Ricky is over.
Yeah, but that's what she said last time, and now the kid's become his shower buddy.
Jonathan, I want to hear what Sarah has to say.
How much do we need to hear? DCF dropped the ball. This time, let's not screw it up. Just get the kid out of the house, then nail the boyfriend.
My concern is that she's an emotionally dependent child who would not do well in foster care, especially if we're going to want her to testify.
Just get her out of the house.
Jonathan, this is a team meeting. The purpose being to strategize about the child, her family, and the psychological consequences of the case.
I'm just trying to get a little momentum going here, that's all. You're the experts. I just wish someone had been a pro and done it right the first time. It'd make my job a lot easier.
We started worrying about Carl when he wanted to be Cinderella for Halloween when he was 4. It took us till Thanksgiving to talk him out of the costume. We're just trying to let him be the person he wants to be. Isn't that what you're supposed to do as parents?
If Carl had said he was a vampire, would you have let him wear a Dracula costume to school every day?
Listen, I'm not happy about this. You know, we tried to encourage more male behavior, but what if we were wrong? What if we were forcing him into something that just isn't right? I mean, he was miserable when we wouldn't let him dress up.
Well, Mr. Wilner, weren't you concerned that Carl would be victimized if he showed up at school dressed as a girl?
Of course we were. But it's what he wanted so much. What, I'm supposed to tell him I won't love him if he doesn't wear pants? My own father won't talk to me because of this. He has some pretty strict ideas about what a man's supposed to be and what a father's supposed to do. That's him. That's the kind of dad he was.
Aside from outward appearances, do you notice any change in your son since you allowed him to dress as he wishes?
He's laughing. Whatever the hell else is going on, at least I hear him laugh again.
Hey.
Hello.
You're just in time. I need a hand. Could you hang this on the wall for me? There's already a nail in the wall.
Oh, of course. How's that?
It looks a little crooked.
Jonathan, I was hoping we could talk for a moment about this project and what we hope it can be.
Sure.
First, I sense great enthusiasm from you.
Nobody else wanted the job.
Ah.
See, they'd hear it was you on the phone, and people started diving under their desks like it was an air raid. I figured any job that was so universally despised had to be an opportunity, and I was right. So I get to be tough on crime and look compassionate at the same time.
You have a lot of spunk, Jonathan. And we can use that here. But we have to remember that some of the people we're trying to help have had bad experiences with official government. We're trying to reduce that friction, move things along smoothly.
I hear you. That's what I love about what we're doing here. The streamlining. It lets us make this beautiful end run around the ACLU. What are they gonna say? We're helping sexually abused kids. We're liberal proof.
I'm a little surprised by your take on this, Jonathan.
Hey, I'm the one who's surprised. If anybody else had come up with this vertical integration scam, the political correctness people would be all over it. But coming from you, boy. Well, I guess that's like what they say. Only Nixon could go to China.
I'm working on George Stephanopoulos' autobiography and John Cheever's last novel and a little bit of Flannery O'Connor.
Oh, I don't really read much fiction.
Oh, well, you'd love this Cheever. It's only 100 pages long. I'll get it for you.
Sure. I'd like that.
Great.
Amy.
Ma, this isn't high school.
Then why are you still living in my house?
Well, Lauren's not even here, so, what's your problem with my seeing Rob tonight?
Amy, has it ever occurred to you that I might be sitting here doing something other than monitoring your comings and goings?
You're not?
I wish I could get it through your otherwise reasonable skull that I am not the one obsessing about you and Rob. You are.
So how's it going? Sanctuary House.
I'm beginning to understand why these people were kept in separate buildings.
Why?
Because doctors and the police and lawyers don't really like each other. They get along like cats and dogs. More cats.
Mom, I know you want this to work, but I think you might want to be a little careful.
About what?
Well, I'm looking at this as a judge. You might have some civil liberties questions around privacy issues and sharing information among agencies.
Now is a bad time to point that out to me.
Well, when was I supposed to talk to you about it? We've been clocking a good 30 seconds every day, passing each other, coming and going. If you'd wanted my perspective on this,
You would have penciled me in. Thank you very much.
No, I'm just saying there would have been an opportunity.
There would have been an opportunity if you weren't sneaking out of here every night in search of your second adolescence.
Wow. Are we having one fight here or two?
I am not fighting. I'm going to bed.
You
do not follow me at this time.
Thanks for talking to me today, Sasha.
You're very welcome, ma'am. I didn't know they had girl judges.
Yeah, yep, they do. And I am one.
I like your hair.
Thanks. Thanks. I like yours.
I want it longer so my mom can teach me to French braid it.
And your clothes are very pretty.
This is my best school uniform.
Now the other boys, they wear a different uniform to school, right?
Oh, I'm not a boy anymore. I'm a girl.
Oh, really?
I think there was a mistake somewhere. Things like that happen.
What kind of mistake?
I didn't like it, the whole boy thing. Mostly I hated the clothes. I like girls' clothes. I used to have to steal them, and I know it's wrong, and I'm sorry I did that. And I had to hide them and only wear them when no one was around. But now I don't have to hide them. They're there in my closet, and I can wear them anytime I want.
And what about your old boy clothes?
They're in boxes in case I ever want them, but I don't think I ever will. Girls' clothes are better. Don't you think they're better?
What do you think would happen if you put on your old boy clothes, Sasha?
Well, I guess I'd be a boy again, but I'd much rather be a girl. It's better. You wouldn't want to be a boy. Believe me, I know.
How do you think I feel? He compared me to Richard Nixon. Favorably.
So you think he has political aspirations?
I think he's in there writing his speech for Bob Jones University.
We have to get rid of him.
Why? Because you don't like his politics?
Friend, he's an assistant state's attorney. I can't just change him like a light bulb.
He said no one else wanted the job.
Well, he's the wrong guy for us. His attitude is wrong. His tactics are wrong. His motives are wrong. Someone who walks in here and sees that big flag of his, they'll think it's a police station. No offense.
None taken.
And that simply wasn't the idea. This was supposed to be a safe place to help kids, not a place to build careers. He doesn't care.
And that disqualifies him.
It makes it impossible to work with him.
If you say so.
You're going to have to do something about him.
I am?
I can't work with him.
Can't or won't?
You get the same result. Either way.
She fell asleep at 8.
Where's Mom?
She went to bed after the news. How's class?
Okay. What's all this?
Stuff from the china cabinet. Mom doesn't want any of it.
Wow, Dad's 1956 high school track medal. What? Are you taking this?
Yeah. You want it?
Yeah.
Then you should take it.
Do you remember this? He bought this for our trip to Sarasota.
Why don't you take it all?
I don't want it all. I'm just possibly suggesting that we talk about it before it gets packed up, that's
Hey,
all.
you know what? Whatever. Why don't you and Mom discuss it and decide what you want me to have?
Winnie, what's the problem?
I don't have a problem, Bruce. I'm used to this, okay? You and Mom figure everything out, and I'll just trail along behind you waiting for my instructions.
Winnie? She is moving in 2 days. It's happening. Nothing is going to change that now.
I know.
How about dealing with it like an adult? You're 30 years old, for God's sakes.
Yeah, and still getting the leftovers.
What?
There's the face. It's the innocent face, like you just have no idea what I'm talking about.
It looks like that because I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
It's about me getting shortchanged, Bruce. Or did you just think you were entitled to the big room, and I deserve the little one?
Winnie, please, the big room, the little room?
Okay, maybe it was natural selection that put you in private school and sent me to public.
You went to Arts Magnet, where you probably had a lot more fun painting pictures than I did dealing with Sister Rita Bernard.
And how supportive do you think Mom would have been of me if I'd come home with a baby and no husband?
Winnie, don't you have more important things in your life to worry about than keeping score from 20 years ago?
I've had a lot of practice, Bruce, because the game's been rigged for 20 years.
Oh, how do you figure it's been rigged?
Well, how else do I end up with a roommate and a cat?
Maxine! You must be psychic. We were just coming looking for you. Yeah, I think I figured out a way to get you, Mr. Phil.
Oh?
Shelley was telling me what a burr in your saddle this guy is, so I started thinking, these creeps don't get their kicks one way. Odds are he's on the internet. Now, I've got a drinking buddy. He works sex crimes down at the B of I. See where I'm going with this?
I'm not certain.
If Mr. Phil is looking for action in a chat room, I can whip up probable cause. We can seize his hard drive. Maybe even find something to link him to the Roseland kids. But one bad picture, and bam, he's a registered sex offender. So what do you think? Not bad for a guy who just rolled through the door?
Very impressive, Jonathan.
Oh, I understand. You don't want to get your hopes up. Well, it smells good to me. I'm gonna call my pal at the bureau. Thanks, Shelley.
Don't mention it.
Maxine, hold up. I need you to talk to this guy. You'll like him.
Shelley. Fran's a good doctor, but she's got to work on her people skills. Before I let this proceed. Let it proceed? You heard him. He's like a kid in a candy store. Before I let this proceed, one question. If he gets a warrant and finds something on Phil Nevin's computer, how will it have gotten there? It will have gotten there through the folly and arrogance of mortal man.
Hey, so good job today, guys, okay? See you later. Good job? Bye. Good job? You ready? Amy.
Hi.
Hey, did I forget something?
No. I just had a minute, so thought I'd stop by.
Amy, this is Judy Kepler. Judy, this is Amy Gray, Lauren's mom.
Oh, hi. Yeah, Lauren's great.
Yeah, I think so too.
Judy's a new instructor.
Oh, great. Great.
We're gonna go get some coffee. Do you want to come along?
No, thanks. No.
If it's private, I can take a hike.
Private?
About Lauren?
Oh, no. Oh, no, it's no big deal. I just was, around the corner.
So I'll see you later on.
Absolutely.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Later?
Later.
Hey.
Hi. I brought you a book. You probably already have it.
Oh, what a paradise it seems.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to someone. No, I don't think I will.
Why not? It's a great book. It's the last thing Cheever wrote. Last things are special.
Is John Cheever still in fashion? I mean, do people read him anymore?
Well, really good stuff never goes out of style. Who are you gonna give this to?
I was gonna give it to Rob.
Bet you changed your mind.
Yeah.
Why?
Because if I gave it to him, he'd feel obliged to read it and then tell me what he thought and maybe pretend to like it when he didn't, and suddenly a night of wild abandon is interrupted by a book report.
How's that going, the wild abandon part?
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, evidence to the contrary, you can't ignore Mom. It is possible to turn off her voice in your head. Unless, of course, it's starting to reverberate with some of your own thoughts.
He's got a bookcase in his apartment. An empty bookcase. I don't understand it. How can you be an adult and have an empty bookcase? The other day, Mr. Wilner was asked, what if his son had come to him and said he was a vampire? Would he have indulged him? Well, I believe if Carl Wilner had decided to be a vampire or a tiger or a dump truck, we wouldn't be here today. Gender is so much at the core of our identity that as soon as someone even hints they might want to switch teams, we take it pretty seriously. Of course, we are talking about an 8-year-old. Now, maybe Sasha is transgender. Maybe he thinks that his mother or his grandmother or the Powerpuff Girls represent good qualities that he wants in his personality. Or maybe he just likes girls' clothes. At this point, we can't know that any more than this child can. It's just too soon. Now, I am convinced that Mr. and Mrs. Wilner are loving, caring parents, but this issue of gender has disturbed them as much as it has the rest of us. So, Mr. and Mrs. Wilner, I want you to begin counseling along with your child as you move through this period. And I want Carl back in school in the most non-disruptive way possible. Sasha.
Yes, ma'am?
I want to ask you to do something that's going to make things a lot easier for you and your parents.
What?
You have such a great imagination that I want you to pretend to be a boy when you're at school.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean that when you're at home, you can be whoever you want to be. But for a few hours every day, I'd like you to wear some of your old clothes and pretend to be a boy. Just while you're at school.
Do I have to cut my hair?
No. No, you don't. And I will do whatever I can to make sure that you don't have any trouble at school. And if there are no more unexcused absences in the next 3 months, then DCF will withdraw its petition. Is that correct, Mr. Redfield?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's all right with you, Sasha?
I'll give it a try.
Well, thank you.
Is Grandma there yet?
No, baby. She just left an hour ago.
When can we visit her?
Maybe when school's finished. Let's go get your stuff. We're going home.
Okay.
So, you planning on ever talking to me again?
I don't know what you mean.
What I mean is you haven't said a word since you got on the plane.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
What do you want me to do, Winnie? Apologize? For what? For figuring out what I want to do and doing something about it? I'm not going to. Not even for you. And I'd do just about anything for you.
I bet you think that's true.
What did you want me to do? March onto the plane and drag Mama off before she got her little bag of mixed nuts? I would have done that. You know I would have. But you're not completely sure that's what you really want, is it?
I'm not finished. I can still make something happen. I can still figure out what I'm supposed to do. And I wanted her to see that. I didn't want her to go thinking I'm a failure. I wanted Mom to see me get it right. And now she's going.
Winnie, we put her on a plane, not in the ground.
You know what I mean.
Not all the time. Our mother is moving to Vegas. We gotta bear this shame together.
In your mind.
Yeah, I do. Call me.
Sure. What's wrong?
You kissed me in front of that girl, Judy.
And you're embarrassed.
No, I mean, not really by the kiss.
By what?
By giving you books you don't want to read. By making you listen to music that means nothing to you. By trying to build a supportable defense for all of this.
Who says it needs defending?
Me.
Amy, I've been trying to play this thing the way you want. But you keep changing the rules.
I thought the point was we didn't have any rules.
Then you're not paying attention. Because there are a lot of them. And you're the one who's been setting them. Look, I don't know anyone like you. I've never had anyone I've had to work so hard to keep up with. And I work really hard, in case you haven't noticed. There's a lot more going on for you here than you're ready to acknowledge, and that's a problem. For you, not for me.
I gotta go.
Just remember, you broke up with me once. And this thing, right here now, This is the second chance. If you understand what I'm saying.
I think I do.
Well, don't think too much.
Mom? You couldn't sleep? I haven't really tried yet.
Phil Nevins is in jail. If things go well, he will never have access to children again.
So the great experiment is working.
Appears to be. Not exactly as I thought it would, but it appears to be.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to be around a little bit more.
Oh?
In the evenings. I think I'm going to stay in more. With you and Lauren. If that's okay.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, the drama explodes when a police commissioner is linked to 2 murders. Don't miss the drama of Law and Order. Next.
ও তুমি
ডরাইছেন?
ডরাবো কেন? মাগের এরকম আটকা মায়া মানুষ সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ। বইলা আইসো শেষবার মতো চুলদারি আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা, কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে?
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটার দায় আপনার উপর পড়ব। সরেন।
আরে ভাই, নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে বললাম। জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই।
কি করছিস? এটা কি করলি তুই মামা বলতো? শেষ পর্যন্ত ওই হাবলু মামার কাছে।
সরি বলছি তো, মিস্টেক হইছে। আর এটা খেলা না, খেলাতে হার জিত থাকি।
এই কথা তুই বলতাছিস? 3 বারের চ্যাম্পিয়ন নিলয় বলতেছে এই কথা, শেষ পর্যন্ত খেলায় হার জিত থাকেই।
হ্যাঁ বলতেছি, এবার হয় না আগামীবার হইব। আর শোন, আমাদের না বয়স বেশি হয়ে গেছে, ঠিক আছে? এখন এটা জুনিয়রদের করা কাম, আমরা অনেক সিনিয়র হয়ে গেছি।
এই দাঁড়া জুনিয়র? হ্যাঁ, কোন অ্যাঙ্গেল ওই হাবলু মামার তো জুনিয়র মনে হলো? কত দেখি। এই কথা শোনার পরে ওই হাবলু মামা সানফ্লাওয়ার তেল মাইরা ঠিক ঠিক করে হাসবো। তুই এমন একটা কাজ করছিস মামা এলাকায় মুখ দেখানোর মতো অবস্থা থাকলো না।
আমি টাকা দিতেছি, একটা কাজ কর, বোরকা কিন না পিন্দা ঘুরতে থাক, ঠিক আছে? এলাকায় আর মুখ দেখাইতে হইব না।
দাঁড়া, আমার মনে হইতেছে কেউ তোরে তাবিজ করছে। তুই কখনো তো এই কথা বলার ছেলে না, কি হয়েছে কত?
কোনো তাবিজ টাবিজ কিছু না। আর শোন, আনোয়ারের রহিম বাবুর ছেড়ে আনতে পাঠাইছিলাম, কই হয়?
ভাই আসসালামু আলাইকুম ভাই।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আনোয়ার কই?
ভাই পাড়ায় কই জানি গেল গা ভাই? কামটা কি হলো ভাই? কালকে গেম রাইডা গেলেন?
যাওয়ার হইছে, কাজের কথা আসি। লাইলির পার্টিতে কাচ্চি খাই দিব
না ভাই, পারুম না, মাফ করে দেন ভাই। আপনার লেগে আমার জানা যে রুমাইয়ের লেগে আমি ভাই কাচ্চি বাচ্চি রাখতে পারবো না ভাই।
কি কই? রহিম ভাই মাথা ঠান্ডা, মাথা ঠান্ডা। তোমাদের ছাড়া হইব না তো বিষয়টা। এমন কাচ্চি খাওয়াই ফিরবো মনে করো 7 দিন যাতে কেউ বাথরুম থেকে বাইর না হইতে পারে। বুঝছো না বিষয়টা? পারো না? যাও এবার রেডি করো, গিয়া যাও তাড়াতাড়ি।
একটু বড় খবর হইব।
তোমরা আমগুলোকে বইতা
আরে আমরা তো খাবোই, আগে আপ্যায়নটা করে নেই। পুরান ঢাকার ট্রেডিশন তো আপ্যায়ন করা, কি মামা?
এই তো দুধ লাইনে আইছো, এরকম লাইনে থাকলে তো কোনো সমস্যা হইতো না। খুব তো কইছিল খেলার কথা, এখন বুঝছো খেলা কি?
এখন একদম ক্লিয়ার মামা। আপনার একটু কাছে দিই। আলু দিই, আলু আলু।
না না আলু না, গোস্ত দাও, গোস্ত দাও।
এই যে গোস্ত দিই।
অনেক মজা হয়েছে। এই লাইলি দাও, লাইলি দাও।
আলু
ল ল ল লাইলি ল। তুমি লইবা নি?
খাইতাম, মজা তো।
তুমি একটু খাও।
সব মিলে আমগুলোকে খাইতাম।
আরে খাবো তো, খাবার তো আছে।
আমগুলোকে খাও।
আরে মামা খান তো। আছে, কিছু লাগলে বললেন কিন্তু।
মজা হয়েছে।
আসলে
না, তুলা গোস্ত দাও।
এইবার লইয়া কয়বার হয়েছে?
ভাই 5 বার।
তোমার এত করে কইছি যে একটু কম কম খাও, মাগনা খাওন পাইলে হুদাই হাম করে খাও।
দুলা ভাই আমি তো মাগনা খাওয়ান খাই ভাই, আমরা তো বাজেতে জিতছি আর আমি তো পরিমাণ মতোই খাইছি। বিশ্বাস করেন দুলা ভাই, আমি নিশ্চিত ওরা খাওয়ানোর মধ্যে কিছু মিশাইছে। লাইলিও তো পরিমাণ মতো খাইছে, ওরা তো পেট নামছে শুনছি।
হ্যাঁ, মানুষের খায় কাম নাই, তোমার খাওয়ানোর লোকে কিছু মিলাইছে।
বাবা আপনি জানেন না, ওরা অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস, অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস দুলা ভাই। ওরা প্রত্যেকটা ধরে ধরে ফাঁসি দেওয়া উচিত দুলা ভাই। আমি খালি একটু সোজা হয়ে দাঁড়াইলি, তারপর দেখেন আমি রাজপথে নামবো, রাজপথে নামবো, আমি আন্দোলন করবো গো ফাঁসির লিগা।
যাও যাও, তুমি তোমার কামে যাও, আমি তোমার লেগে কেড়ে বয়ে থাকো।
আপনি একটু বসেন বাবা।
Mustang mui trần Viên 87 à? Đây à, 88. 46 à? 49, 50, 51. Lưu record này. Hồi trước cũng 51, nhưng mà 51 một tẹo. Ui. Đây rồi, quyền trượng của tôi. Phải thua á? Bài này phải thua. Đã xét là phải thua. Quyền trượng rồi, xin cảm ơn. Rồi xong. Bay cao như thầy xem nào. Quay rất nhiều quỷ. Ok broccoli sắp rồi, anh đã nút trận cả đến lượt broccoli. Bình chia xem xong cần phải đi ngủ. Binh cái xa chỉ bay lên trên là gì đâu, có gì thấy cái gì không? Nó không ra mắc file được rồi. Chắc ra cách xa không ra mắc file đâu. Thầy sẽ lái Binh chilling. Cái bay 400 lap ở Go 2. Thầy đang cày tiền thì rebirth lên 7. Nốt lần này lên 7 đã quay về Go 3. Thầy bay tốc độ mà ác ma ác quỷ. Wow. Binh chi và lên em ơi. Có tay không? Mình thắng. Yes. Quỷ ác quỷ vai. Bài này vẫn thua thằng đếm nào ấy. Thằng nhà chữ Trung Quốc. What the hell. Thuật sĩ tiến hóa tự nhiên á. Chúng ta Xong ra thread à? Đợi anh em chết mà. Chết lấy Asia 2 lên 9, lấy Asia 2 binh chi linh. Anh ạ. Chết 7 ra xét mà. Vừa lên chết 7 phát ra xét luôn. Hiểu. Bây giờ anh lấy cái phòng hộ để cho tiền hay anh ngồi zone hết đến 50 tiền, còn 50 tiền thôi mà anh là còn hơn 60 tiền nhé. Tiền ra xét rồi xong, tất cả dừng lại. Chuẩn không vợ chồng. Đẹp trai vãi bíp. Sự đẹp trai không? Sấm mút rồi, sấm mớt trời này. Ai à? Mèo nhớ ra gì rồi? Là cuối 2 vòng cơ. Hả? Đéo biết. Thì sao? Thằng lẽ oan rồi gì? Chết ngay. Chuồn ông. Perfect. Nhiều request này, ngon. 460 không? 60 rồi. Ngon. 61, 62. Đâu đi 62. Ô, đây rồi. Còn lao nữa phải không? Rồi chú bị lên cơn điên rồi em ơi. Có tay không? Vừa bảo đéo ra vẫn ra. Hiệp gì đây? Mày trốn vẫn ra oan mà, đéo hiểu. Vừa có hiểu đi thần rừng anh không chơi. Cái định mệnh định mệnh một thần rừng rồi. Anh mà biết đánh chết 10 thì sẽ là 6 thần dương 7 định mệnh. Khiếp, mày sấy kinh rồi. Nằm vào gỡ lỗ đâu vậy. Huy nhân được không? 28 máu chắc thế. Chắc thế. Gì? Mèo. Ôi dạ sao có này đây? Cái gì? Thì anh vừa bảo đấy. Thế anh mới để im thằng kia ở đấy nhá. Mèo gió lắp thế. Chi. Ủa nó vậy chồng. Thôi kìa. Vậy. Có Huy cầm cái kìa, sự phân nhau. Từ xem cái thằng này á. Nổ không vậy? Thôi xong rồi, mày đi. Thần tài biết điếp ấy, thần tài biết điếp mà. Rồi anh gặp rồi, nó biết điếp mà. Anh gặp nó lúc đầu biết nó biết điếp ấy. 5 4 round 4 round 6 được. Ủa chứ cũng vậy. Ký thua. Xin ra bao. Check.
আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এই লেটে বান্দর তুই চুপ থাক। তুমি তো মোর বন্ধু সুরজ রে চেনো, মোর মেলা দিনের পুরানা বন্ধু। লোকটাও ভালো, বিশ্বাসী। আর তার মাইয়া যে খারাপ হইবে ইয়া কিন্তু মোর বিশ্বাস হয় না। আমার ওই দোস্ত সুরজ রে মুই কথা দিছি তার মাইয়া আয়সার লগে আগামী মাসে মগো পোলার বিয়া দিমু। তা বাবা তুমি কি কর?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ রাস্তা ক্লিয়ার।
তোর বাবার একটু মাথা মোটা হইলে তাতে কি হয়েছে? কথাটা কিন্তু খুব একটা খারাপ করেনি, তাই না? ভালো একটা ডিসিশন নিছে।
এই হ্যাঁ বেটা ওই যাও কই? আরে বেটা বহো, যাও যাও কই?
বয় বাবা বয়, বয় রাখি। মাথাটা ঠান্ডা করে বয় না, কথা বলতেছি, কথাগুলি একটু শুন।
আচ্ছা আব্বু আম্মু মন থেকে খুশিতে তোরে বিয়ে করাইতে চাইতেছে, মানে তোর মতো বলদ আমি আমার দুনিয়াতে দেখিনি। তুই যেখানে রাজি হবি সে জায়গার মধ্যে তুই উল্টার মোসামসি করতেছিস। আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এই লেটে বান্দর তুই চুপ থাক। বাজান মোসরামুসরি কইরা কোনো লাভ হইবে না। বিয়া কোনো অপরাধের কাম না। শুনো পোলাপান যখন বড় হয় বাবা মার দায়িত্ব পোলাপান করে উত্তম জায়গায় বিয়ে দেওয়া। আমার জানা মতো মাইয়াটা সুশীল ভদ্র, বিয়েটা হইয়া গেলে তখন বুঝবা, তখন আর তোমার অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করা লাগবে না। বাবার হোটেলে বইয়া ঠ্যাংয়ের উপর ঠ্যাং তুলা খাবা। অসুবিধা কি?
অনেক অসুবিধা। আমি বিয়ে করবো না। আর তোমার বিয়ে দেওয়ার ইচ্ছা হলে তোমার ছোট ছেলের সাথে বিয়ে দাও। ওই যে আয়সানা কি নাম, ছোট ছেলের বিয়ে দিয়ে দাও তার সাথে। আমি পড়াশোনা করব, আমি পড়াশোনা করে পাশ করব, পাশ করে আমি হায়ার স্টাডির জন্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতে বিদেশের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আমি পড়তে যাব। আমি বিয়ে করব না, আমি পড়াশোনা করব।
বাজান দিল্লি বহু দূর, ওদিকে তুমি তাকাইও না, লাভ হইবে না। ওই মাইয়ারেই তোমার বিয়া করতে হইবে। ফোন নাম্বার নেও, কথা কও, দরকার পড়লে দুজনে দেখা সাক্ষাৎ করো, সিন পরিচয় হও। আগামী মাসের যে কোনো দিন তুমি কত মোর এককানি কথা।
আব্বা তোরা তো জানিস তোর আব্বার মাথা গরম, যেই কথা বলে সেই কাজ না করা পর্যন্ত তার মাথাটা গরমই থাকে। তাছাড়া বাবা সবার তো আর লেখাপড়া হয় না, হয় ক? বাবা যে বলছে বিয়ে শাদী কইরা বাবার ব্যবসাটা একটু দেখাশোনা কর, এতে করে তোর একটা নতুন জীবন হবে, একটা নতুন সংসার হবে, তাই না? জীবনটা একদম পাল্টায়া যাবে, ঝরঝরা হয়ে যাবে, তাই না? আব্বা আমার কথা শুনতে হয়। হ্যাঁ বাজান,
আমার ভবিষ্যৎ এমনিও ভালো, পড়াশোনা করলেই ভবিষ্যৎ ভালো হবে। তুমি যাও এখান থেকে, যাও, আমার মেজাজ একটু গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে, যাও এখান থেকে যাও।
তোর বাবার কথাটা একটু ভালো করে মনোযোগ দিয়ে চিন্তা কর। হ্যাঁ
ভাইয়া, জীবনে বহুত অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করছো, এবার জীবনের অঙ্কটা মিলাও। এই যে উস্কো খুস্কো গালগুলো আছে না, চুলগুলো আছে না, ওগুলো সেলুনে গিয়ে ফেশিয়াল টিশিয়াল করে একটু মানুষ হও, বুঝছো?
জুতাগুলো না ময়লা হয়ে গেছে, এগুলো ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো আমি। ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো।
Thì 400 à? 400. Để kiểm tra năng lượng này. Somos 700 rồi, rebat được một lần nữa. Ok. Lần này sẽ rebat thêm 10, anh quay qua kia anh binh. Anh sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à? Không cội thắng à? Át một thực sự là khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm yếu hai bên nhỉ? Thôi cái phải đang kéo một cái vùng đầu. Về 25 chắc là nốt rồi nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này. Sao nó vẫn lên được quân ấy 3 nhỉ? Đưa con Zurich 3 ở đâu ra ấy. Rồi nó còn Nautilus nữa. Mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn. Ê xong ý làm mày không 3. Được thua. Thua không? Thua. À. Ok. Rồi đi rồi. Tốc mấy đây? Chưa đi. Sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa. Anh đắp mộ rồi. Không thể nào ra cạt được. Khóc. U Linh à. Em phải cút. Cút đi. Đây đi cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại bị bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xử ra. Ui rồi ôi, cặp bóng may mắn cô ba nhưng mà ít tiền không sao, ít tiền. Tích xong rồi bao nhiêu máu, có 5.000 máu rồi sao, chắc thế. Bế mày, đối kia ông chết à, đối kia xét bế không được, không thiếu mấy cái cùng dao, chậm quá. Đây đừng người nó vả, rồi nó vả trước à. Mày ý thua, đi chợ nhặt xem một cái cung đi, nhặt một cái cung đi. Anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước. Ai cũng đau rồi. Đó số cả mày đi anh chơi lắm. Đừng nhặt nhầm đồ, xong. Có đủ đồ này. Chả có lòng gì đấy, có ấn gì cả. Ấn gì ấy? Ấn thần thoại, ấn sử ra. Trốn không? Trốn khó. 400 củ đấy. Vì mất phần nữa là 531 củ. Tiền perfect. Perfect. Nipicot 416 lap. Qua 400 lap rồi. Rồi. Pháp rồi xong này. Đi lao, và này còn đồ đéo nữa. Còn nào đam phép không? Sát thương phép này. Sát 500 sát thương phép này. Con này full sát thương phép này. Ok. Làm đéo có gì. Còn một cái kiếm có đồ nó đéo. Ok, xong. Với ai đây? Ba cái thằng kia. Bạn kia có lắc thì sự láo đấy. Bạn kia có lắc thì đéo ấy. 500 củ thiếu 30 triệu nữa. Thiếu 26 triệu mốt nữa thì sẽ được là đủ tiền để stream quét phân nữa. Đây 6.6 rồi. 6.4 nhỉ, cái mất rồi. Mà là tầm 6 chấm hơn. Yes. Mày A2 nữa là xong. A2 nữa là xong game. Ui rê. Hỏng đấy. Ui tí cút đánh bóng ạ. Bóng thằng nào ấy. Hộ cái đi. Thằng bốc lửa. Gì tí thua. Chi mình cầm bóng nó tí cút. Cho thêm máu à, 19 thì làm chi. Giờ mình phải thắng hoặc mình cút. Một trong hai thằng này. Được. Vẫn được, vẫn đéo đủ. Kéo ra át này. Thằng này cầm 2 con át. Đeo giết nó rồi, nó 5 máu rồi đấy, giờ thì 15. Nó mà chết thì chết. Cái thằng vậy con lắc 3 bắn phát trước rồi, con át 100 cút. Nó cầm át rồi, nhưng mà đéo ra át nhở, cũng mất 4 con mà. Không tao, có một bánh lỏ lắm. Để bảo mà một bánh lỏ nhất còn bị xì bị hết tung nữa trốn. Còn lắp bắn số phát chết át để mày qua là bắn nhóc kia chưa? Mày đi, bố thắng. Gì? Đây rồi, đến được giao dòng rồi. Kiếm đồ tanh. Tụ cao vậy thôi, 130.000 quay thì phố thôi.
ভাই কি দেখেন?
বাইকটা কি আপনার?
হ্যাঁ আমার ভাই কি হয়েছে?
নাম্বার প্লেট কই?
সেটা দিয়ে আপনার কি দরকার?
রাইট দেন।
হ্যাঁ রাইট দিই, কি হয়েছে?
বেরিবাদ যাবেন?
না ভাই এই মুহূর্তে বেরিবাদ যাবো না ভাই।
ভাই চলেন না, আমার মায়ের অসুস্থ।
ভাই আমার রাইড শেষ, আমার পোলার আছে জন্মদিন, আমার তাড়াতাড়ি বাড়ি যাইতে হবে, আমি যাইতে পারবো না। তো আপনি আর একটা রাইড দেখেন, এ নিয়ে যাবো আপনারে।
ভাই বিপদ তার বইলে আসেন, আমার মায়ের অসুস্থ। ভাই আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি একজন হেল্প করতো না?
এই মুহূর্তে ভাই এই বেরিবাদে আমার বাড়িটা থাকলো উল্টা দিকে, আমার যাইতে অনেক দেরি হয়ে যাবো।
ভাই একটু স্যাক্রিফাইস করেন না ভাই, আমার মা অসুস্থ, আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি আপনি করতেন না?
আরে
একটু বাড়াই দেবো ভাই, চলেন ভাই।
আরে এই সময় বেরিবাদ কেমনে যাবো
ভাই? আয়ান না, আমি তো আপনার সাথে যাইতেছি ভাই, আমার একটু নামাই দিয়ে আসেন, খুব দরকার ভাই। চলেন ভাই।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে চলেন। ভাই কোন দিকে? ভাই আর কোন দিকে যাবো কোন তো? সেই কখন থেকে তো সামনে সামনে করতেছে।
মা, সফিকরে ডাক দাও।
এখন অনেক রাত হয়েছে।
তাহলে একটা কাজ করো, ওর জন্য একটা কেকের পিস রেখে দাও।
আচ্ছা রাইখা দিব না, কাল সকালে তুই দিয়ে আসিস।
মা, মোমবাতি কই?
মোমবাতি আনতে তো ভুলে গেছি একদম।
তাহলে কাজ করো, বাবাকে আনতে কইয়া দাও।
তোর বাপ কি জানে যে কেক কিনে নিয়ে আসছি? আচ্ছা আগে আসুক, তারপরে দোকানে পাঠাবো নেবো মানে।
তাহলে একটা কাজ করি, আমি নিজে গিয়ে নিয়ে আসি।
ছোট মানুষের রাতে বেলা বাইরে যাওয়া নিষেধ তোরে শিখাইছি না?
তাহলে আবার একটা কাজ করো, বাবাকে ফোন দিয়ে কইয়া দাও বেলুন আনতে, আর বলবা যে তাড়াতাড়ি আসতে।
আর একটু অপেক্ষা করি, হ্যাঁ তারপর কমুনি।
Bà đi cuối. Không sao thầy ơi. Phải bỏ 2 con ngoan gì đấy không cua mất. 15 máu thôi, đánh đổi rồi. Con 3 rồi. Đánh đổi rồi. AC1 chiếc AC2 là đánh đổi. Rồi, từ hàng tông người ta chưa làm rồi. Làm trên của nó này. Đấy vẫn khỏe, vẫn khỏe. Nhớ chua vẫn khỏe. Không yếu đâu. Để đấy. Ông hai cái đéo mày ơi, đéo chết. Ông hai mà không chết vậy. Ống nó. Bài biết. Ui ao mu không chết lại. What the hell? Ô, ấn pháp sư. Cả một bút dòng ao mu hai không chết. Trôn tỏ. Nghe. Số 6. Chat game. Ủa chat game. Có 2-3 mặt tiền, 2-3 điểm thì mới hết điểm. 235. Mà từ từ nên đủ tiền lên ăn chơi nhỉ. Nếu của sắp 2 lần nữa ngọt khoảng bao nhiêu? Khoảng là tầm 2,5 là không đủ nên 5.5x tốc độ sử binh. Mình không thầy ơi. Đó mới củ sắn này. Gì vậy thầy? Này 125 à? 205 rồi. Cộng gì đây? Tạm mới nâng cấp tất cả nâng cấp cho một lần mình. Rồi xoay bài tự động không? Có lấy bạc rồi anh lấy xoay bài tự động ấy. Một 180 à? Vách. Không được á. Perfect. Được, lấy còn. Như đi qua này 215 nắp à? 25 à? 25. 35 không? Được cộng 10 này, 30 rồi, thừa 30. 10 này. 229 ạ. Đó thì mà thừa 30. Wow, đánh mày gì luôn. Thần tài này. Thần tài lên, ở chờ nhỉ. Thần tài lên. Thần tài đến. Bay. 120 rồi, lần một lần. Lần một lượt bớt. Cái gì đấy? Máy lổ à? Máy lổ sao? Nổ máy. Đéo vào đây. Không được rét à? Tính như thầy. Đặt đỉnh và đá xuống à? Chọn Tết. Perfect. Good landing rồi à? 105 à? Thầy có thể chỉnh cho nó good landing mấy lượt. Rồi. Chọn chỉnh bằng những gì mà xuống. Này á. Mình có thể lệch chạy sang bên kia một tí. Hold on. Good landing. Nhéo vậy, phải nói. Áo choàng bạc, độc dược sĩ. Được này mất chất hồi phục. Có sức gánh vác, cái điểm lính. Áo choàng bạc này. Xong đâu? Ui. Thần tài ngay.
আচ্ছা আপনি ওই দিন আপনার আম্মার সামনে আমার লগে এরকম ব্যবহার করছেন কেন?
আমার ইচ্ছে হয়েছে আমি করছি, আর আমার পিছে ঘুরে লাভ নেই।
কেন? আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি না, করবো না কেন?
বেহায়া মেয়ে রে বাবা, তোমার তো আমি ক্লিয়ার করে বলছি যে আমি তোমার বিয়ে করব না।
আরে আপনার আম্মাই তো আমার পছন্দ করছো, তো আপনি শাদি করবেন না কেন?
তাহলে তারই বিয়েটা করো।
জি আস্তাগফিরুল্লাহ, কি কইতাছেন? আমি আপনার আম্মারে কেন শাদি করব? তো আপনারা শাদি করুন, আর আপনি যদি আমার শাদি না করছেন তাহলে কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম আমার হাতে লিখুন।
তোমার যা ইচ্ছা তুমি তাই করো, আমি একদমই ভয় পাই না। আগের বার মাইনে নিছি, খেলা ছিল দেখা, এটা খেলা না, এটা আমার জীবন। আমি জীবন নিয়ে ছেলে খেলা করতে পারবো না।
আমি হাঁচা কইতেছি, আমি কিন্তু ব্লেড দিয়ে
হাতে পায়ে গলায় মুখে সব জায়গায় যেখানে ইচ্ছা সেখানে লেখো, ইংরেজি বাংলা ফার্সি যেটাতে পারো সেটাতেই লেখো, আমার কিচ্ছু যায় আসে না।
আপনার আমি শেষবারের মতো কইতেছি, আপনার আর বেশি সময় দিব না, শুধুমাত্র 12 ঘন্টা সময় দিলাম। এই 12 ঘন্টার মধ্যে আপনি আপনার মত বদলাইবেন, নাহলে কইলাম আমি হাঁচায় ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম লিখে ফেলাম, আমার কেউ আটকাইতে পারবো না।
আরামসে তুমি সিগারেট টানো, বুঝে নাই শান্তিতে, আর ওদিক দিয়ে কাম সারছে।
দেন কি
আরে শুনোস না, ওই মেয়ে তো ডেঞ্জারাস একটা ঘটনা ঘটায় ফেলছে। লেট দিয়ে হাত কাটছে, এখন কি হইব মামা? ওই মেয়েটা বস কি মামা? হাত কেন? ওই মেয়ের তোর কোনো কথা হয়েছিল?
কালকে রাত্রেবেলা বাসার সামনে এসে দাঁড়ায় ছিল, আমার 12 ঘন্টার আলটিমেটাম দিছে।
এই কিসের আলটিমেটাম দিছে রে? হ্যাঁ
আরে ওই বিয়াতে রাজি না হইলে কি জানি।
এই কথা তুই আগে কবি না।
আরে আমি কি বুঝছি নাকি?
আরে না বাবার কি আছে, বুঝোস না মেয়েটা একটা ডেঞ্জারাস। এখন যদি কিছু হয়ে যায় মামা, আমাকে তো পুলিশে ধরে নিয়ে যায়।
আমি কি করছি?
ও আমি কি করছি কিছু জানো না? না ওই বেটা আইনার মারফত জানো, জীবনে তো থানায় তুই যাস্তে জানবি কেন? তা না আমি গেছি ফোন যে কোনো হলে আত্মহত্যা প্ররোচনকারী যেই হোক না কেন, তার নাম যদি একবার থানায় গিয়ে কয় মামা, তাহলে তার খবর আছে। এখন তুই কি করবি তুই চিন্তা করে দেখ।
কি করছে সব? এই লাইলি বাইচা আছে তো?
হ্যাঁ শুনলাম ও তো বাইচা আছে।
কোন হসপিটাল আছে? আমি যাই একটু দেখা করে আসি।
হসপিটালে যাই দেখা করে, হসপিটাল থাকলে এতক্ষণ তুমি চৈতশিকার ভিত্তি থাকলা, বুঝো নাই? আর তুমি যাই হয়তো বাসায় আছে। এই তুই কি ওর বাসায় যাবি?
তুই যাবি মামা?
হায় রে খোদা, তুমি আইছো, আমি জানতাম তুমি আইবা। আমি লাইলে কইছি তুমি আসবা। চ্যাংরা হও আর রক্ত গরম হও, মানুষ তো তোমার মনের ভিতরে সেই প্রেমটা আছে।
আচ্ছা আমি লাইলির সাথে একটু দেখা করবো।
লাইলির সাথে দেখা করবা?
কেমন আছে ও?
আছে বাবা, আসো আসো, তোমার আমি একটু দেখা করাইতে আসো।
এইসব কি?
প্লেট দিয়ে তোমার নাম লিখছি, বানান ঠিক আছে?
একদম ঠিক আছে। কিন্তু কি বলো বাইক না, ভালো হয়েছে না? আমি কিন্তু লাইলিতে কইছিলাম যে লাইলি একটা ছবি তুইলা ওরা পাঠাই দে। ওই কইছে যে না, কিছু জিনিস আছে এগুলো ছবি তুলে পাঠালে সঠিকভাবে দেখা যায় না, সামনাসামনি দেখতে হয়। এর লেগে তো এতক্ষণ ধরে তোমার জন্য অপেক্ষা করতেছি।
এইসব পাগলামির কোনো মানে আছে?
আছে না, তোমার আমি শাদি করব, তুমি আমার শাদি করবা, করবা না?
এই তুমি কি আমার বলদ পাইছো? বলদ এই পাশে দাঁড়ানো লোকটার মতো।
নিলে তুমি আমার মামার নিয়ে কি করতেছো?
আমি বলবো তুমি শুনবা। মানে এই যদি তোমার হাত কাটার নমুনা হয়, হ্যাঁ আমি জানলে আমি জীবনেও আসতাম না। আর যদি হাত সত্যি সত্যি কাটতাও তাও আসতাম না, কোনো লাভই হতো না। আমি তোমারে বিয়ে করব না। তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শুধুমাত্র মজা নেওয়া যায়, বাড়ির বউ করা যায় না। তোমার মধ্যে ওই রকম কোনো এলিমেন্টই নাই।
তুমি তো বেশি বেশি করতেছো না?
এই মাঝখান দিয়ে ঢুকে গেলেন? হ্যাঁ সাদে কি আপনার মাইনছে হাবলু কয়? এর লেগে আপনার হাবলু কয়। কারণ ঢুকছেন যখন, তখন আমারে না বুঝায় আপনার এই ড্রামাবাজ ভাগ্যিরা বুঝান। আমি ওরে বিয়ে করব না, আমি মরে গেলে ওরে বিয়ে করব না। মানে নিজের তো কোনো মান সম্মান নাই, পরিবারের মান সম্মানটা যদি খোয়াইতে না চাও তাহলে এসব বন্ধ করো। সবার সামনে অপমান করবো না।
থাক ভাগ্নি, তুই কষ্ট পাইস না। হয় তোরা বুঝতে পারে নাই, আর যেদিন বুঝতে পারবো ওই কান্দা বুক চাপলাইবো, তখন বুঝবো যে কি জিনিস হারাইছি। তুই কান্দিস না ভাগ্নি, একদম কান্দিস না। তুই থাক, আমি আইতাছি, দেখতেছি।
Cười 2 á, 12. mấy cái hôm nữa anh em tao cũng sẽ xăm lính xăm tay trước à? Ngoài mới thấy đau tay trước ấy. Phải gần 1 tuần. Anh đi rồi nhiều mình nhớ người tan là mưa hay nước mắt như vừa ơi anh ước mơ mưa đỡ thầm lúc này đời trôi trong phòng tối yên bình nỗi hoang mang thôi ngồi chờ chậm tuôn rơi mưa lặng thầm reo nhung cung khắp nơi cả đời em ơi có người anh như con thuyền không bến đời sóng xô anh giạt bỏ anh ngước mắt lên bầu trời ngỡ như khách không ngờ lỗi do anh đã phiền đời em giống như ngày ấy thôi tiếng yêu rất trong bờ môi sao em đến làm gì đi xa vội đi mong là người ấy thấy nào để sao chỉ qua quá khứ bao nhiêu lối mà anh vẫn cứ đi tìm lại người ra xinh thừa với anh một đoạn đời yêu đương bên nhau sớm tối chỉ còn mình hai cha về rồi đời trôi trong phòng tối yên bình tình mình chỉ thế thôi chỉ còn cái gì nhỉ chậm luôn rơi Nguyễn Trọng Tú Lịch Vạn Niên anh có anh thì không biết đợi 10 ngày nữa nên là muốn tháng 8 mình sẽ có tiền sao bao trời Cũng muốn khám chuẩn chỉ. Sao thế nhỉ? Ra ngày 31 mà âm qua 29. Phạm đi. Cho tao tập qua đi xem phim. Nóng gió anh giọt bỏ nước mắt lên bao trời. Cách không ngờ. No. Please. Phải làm gì đây? Ngoài trong đây đắt lắm. Tisbo Tattoo Studio. Gue sedih kok saya. Ya. Sekali lama ayo sedang tenggelam tanam berdek đi đó sẽ có người rất xa lạ một người đã nói thương chẳng gì thôi để em đến nơi em gọi là một cái tim 3 tháng đi đuổi nếu phải nếu không có tim mà nếu mình xem tập mà hiểu quá quay ra lời chia tay nó lắm mà tập nhớ sao ấy tập tao này nó bị đẹp rồi tại vì basic item thằng đặt đấy chịu rồi nhớ đặt cái khác rồi ai kiếm đặt no.
Anh như con thuyền không bến đời, sóng xô anh giặt bỏ anh